Story 1. The Magical Forest Adventure. Once upon a time, in a small village nestled between two hills, there lived a curious boy named Jack. Jack loved exploring the woods behind his house. One sunny morning, he decided to venture deeper into the forest than he ever had before. Jack packed a small bag with some bread, cheese, and a bottle of water. He put on his favorite hat and set off on his adventure. As he walked deeper into the forest, the trees grew taller, and the air felt cooler. Birds sang sweet melodies, and squirrels played among the branches. After a while, Jack stumbled upon a path he had never seen before. It was lined with sparkling stones that glowed faintly. Intrigued, he followed the path. The further he went, the more magical the forest seemed. Flowers of all colors bloomed around him, and he could hear the gentle sound of a stream nearby. Jack soon reached a clearing with a large, ancient oak tree in the center. The tree was enormous, with branches that stretched towards the sky and leaves that shimmered like gold. At the base of the tree was a small wooden door. Jack hesitated for a moment, then knocked gently. To his surprise, the door creaked open, and out stepped a tiny, elderly man with a long white beard and twinkling eyes. "Hello, young traveler," the old man said with a warm smile. "My name is Eldon, the guardian of this magical forest. What brings you here?" Jack explained his love for exploring and his curiosity about the forest. Eldon nodded thoughtfully. "You have a brave heart, Jack. Let me show you something special." He led Jack through the door and into the tree, which was much larger inside than it appeared from outside. Inside the tree, there were shelves filled with glowing jars, each containing a different type of magic. Eldon picked up a jar filled with golden dust and handed it to Jack. "This is stardust," he said. "It can make your dreams come true. Use it wisely." Jack thanked Eldon and carefully placed the jar in his bag. As they walked back to the clearing, Eldon told Jack about the magical creatures that lived in the forest. There were talking animals, friendly giants, and fairies who could grant wishes. Before Jack left, Eldon gave him a map of the forest. "This map will guide you to hidden treasures and secret places. But remember, the true magic lies in your heart and your kindness towards others." Jack returned home just as the sun was setting. He couldn't wait to tell his family and friends about his incredible adventure. That night, as he lay in bed, he sprinkled a little stardust and wished for more exciting journeys. And so, Jack's days were filled with magical adventures, discovering new places, and making friends with the forest creatures. He learned that kindness, bravery, and curiosity could open doors to the most wonderful experiences. The village people often gathered around to hear Jack's stories, and they too were inspired to explore the enchanting world around them. Jack's life was forever changed by the magical forest, and he grew up to be a wise and adventurous man, always carrying a bit of stardust in his pocket and a heart full of dreams.
My dear listener, I am new to YouTube. Please subscribe to my channel. Thank you.
Story 2. The Little Robot's Big Dream. In a futuristic city filled with towering skyscrapers and flying cars, there lived a little robot named R2. R2 was different from the other robots. While most robots were programmed to do specific tasks, R2 had a special feature, the ability to dream. Every night, when the city lights dimmed and the stars shone brightly, R2 would sit by the window of his small workshop and dream about exploring the world beyond the city. He dreamed of mountains, oceans, forests, and deserts. He longed to see the sunrise from the top of a mountain and feel the sand of a desert beneath his wheels. One day, R2 decided it was time to turn his dreams into reality. He packed a small bag with some tools, spare parts, and a map of the world. He charged his battery to full capacity and set off on his adventure. R2's first destination was the mountains. As he traveled, he encountered many challenges. The steep slopes and rocky terrain were difficult for his small wheels to navigate. But R2 was determined. He used his tools to modify his wheels, making them more suitable for the rugged terrain. After days of hard work and perseverance, R2 reached the summit of the tallest mountain. The view was breathtaking. The sunrise painted the sky with colors R2 had never seen before. He captured the moment with his built-in camera and stored it in his memory. Next, R2 traveled to the ocean. He had always dreamed of seeing the vast expanse of water and hearing the sound of waves crashing on the shore. When he arrived, he met a group of friendly dolphins who showed him around. R2 learned to float and even surf on the waves with the help of his new friends. The ocean was everything he had imagined and more. From the ocean, R2 journeyed to the forest. The forest was alive with the sounds of birds, insects, and animals. R2 loved the fresh, earthy smell of the trees and the sight of sunlight filtering through the leaves. He made friends with a family of squirrels who guided him through the dense foliage and showed him the hidden wonders of the forest. Finally, R2 reached the desert. The heat was intense, and the sand seemed endless. But R2 was prepared. He had fitted himself with special cooling fans and larger wheels to move more easily over the sand. The desert was a place of stark beauty. At night, the sky was filled with countless stars, and R2 felt a deep sense of peace as he gazed at them. After many months of travel, R2 returned to the city. He was no longer the little robot who only dreamed of adventure. He had seen the world and experienced its wonders. He shared his stories and pictures with the other robots, inspiring them to explore and discover the world beyond the city. R2's big dream had come true, and he learned that with determination and courage, anything is possible. He continued to dream and explore, always looking for new adventures and new friends. And so, the little robot with the big dream became a legend in the city, reminding everyone that dreams are meant to be chased and adventures are meant to be lived.
Story 3. The Lost Puppy and the Brave Girl. In a quaint village surrounded by rolling hills and lush meadows, there lived a brave little girl named Lily. Lily had always wanted a pet, but her family couldn't afford one. Despite this, she loved all the animals in the village and often spent her afternoons playing with them. One crisp autumn day, as Lily was walking home from school, she heard a faint whimpering sound coming from a nearby bush. Curious, she approached the sound and found a small, shivering puppy tangled in the underbrush. The puppy was dirty, hungry, and looked very scared. Without hesitation, Lily gently freed the puppy and held him close to keep him warm. "Don't worry, little one," she whispered. "I'll take care of you." She named the puppy Max and decided to take him home. Lily's parents were kind-hearted and agreed to let Max stay until they could find his owner. They gave Max a warm bath, a cozy bed, and plenty of food. Max quickly grew fond of Lily and followed her everywhere she went. Days turned into weeks, and despite their best efforts, they couldn't find Max's owner. Lily and Max became inseparable. They played together, explored the village, and even went on little adventures in the nearby woods. Max was a loyal companion, always ready to protect Lily and make her laugh. One snowy evening, as Lily and Max were playing outside, they heard a loud noise coming from the direction of the woods. Lily's curiosity got the better of her, and she decided to investigate. Max stayed close by her side, his ears perked up and alert. As they approached the source of the noise, they saw a small cottage with smoke billowing from the chimney. An elderly woman was standing outside, looking distressed. "Is everything all right?" Lily asked, approaching cautiously. The woman explained that her grandson, Timmy, had gone out to fetch firewood and hadn't returned. She was worried something might have happened to him in the cold and dark forest. Without a second thought, Lily offered to help find Timmy. She asked Max to sniff out Timmy's scent, and they set off into the forest. Max led them through the snowy woods, following Timmy's trail. They climbed over fallen logs, waded through streams, and carefully navigated slippery slopes. After what felt like hours, they finally found Timmy huddled under a tree, shivering and scared. Lily wrapped her scarf around Timmy and helped him to his feet. "You are safe now," she said reassuringly. Max barked happily, wagging his tail. They made their way back to the cottage, where Timmy's grandmother was waiting anxiously. "Oh, thank you," she cried, hugging Lily tightly. You saved my grandson. Lily blushed and smiled, happy to have been able to help. Max received a warm hug and a tasty treat for his bravery. The story of Lily and Max's heroic rescue spread throughout the village. People admired Lily's courage and Max's loyalty. As a token of gratitude, Timmy's grandmother gave Lily a beautiful collar for Max, with his name engraved on it. Lily's parents saw how much Max meant to her and decided he could stay with them permanently. Lily was overjoyed. She had always wanted a pet, and now she had the best one she could ever imagine. From that day on, Lily and Max continued to explore the village and the surrounding woods, always ready for new adventures. They were a perfect team, brave and kind-hearted, proving that love and friendship can overcome any challenge. And so, the brave girl and her loyal puppy lived happily ever after, their bond growing stronger with each passing day.
Story 4. The Enchanted Bookstore. In a bustling city, where tall buildings touched the sky and streets were always crowded, there was a hidden gem that few people knew about. It was a small, old-fashioned bookstore called the Enchanted Pages. The bookstore was tucked away in a quiet alley, away from the noise and rush of the city. The bookstore was run by a kind elderly man named Mr. Whittaker. He had silver hair, twinkling blue eyes, and always wore a warm smile. Mr. Whittaker loved books and believed in their magic. The Enchanted Pages was no ordinary bookstore, it was a place where stories came to life. One rainy afternoon, a young girl named Emily stumbled upon the bookstore. She was seeking shelter from the rain and was drawn in by the warm glow of the lights inside. As she stepped through the door, she felt a sense of wonder and curiosity. "Welcome, young lady," Mr. Whittaker greeted her. "Feel free to explore. This bookstore has many secrets waiting to be discovered." Emily wandered through the aisles, running her fingers along the spines of the books. She noticed that each book seemed to have a unique aura, as if it held something special. One book in particular caught her eye. It was an old, leather-bound book with golden letters on the cover that read, "The Adventures of Leela and the Golden Key." Curiosity got the better of her, and she opened the book. To her astonishment, a golden key fell out from between the pages. As she picked it up, she felt a strange sensation, and the room around her began to blur. When she opened her eyes, she found herself in a different place altogether. Emily was now in a lush, green forest, with tall trees and colorful flowers. She held the golden key tightly in her hand, unsure of what to do next. Suddenly, she heard a voice. "Hello there. Are you lost?" She turned to see a girl her age, with bright red hair and sparkling green eyes. "My name is Leela. Who are you?" "I'm Emily," she replied, still a bit bewildered. "I found this key in a book, and now I'm here." Leela smiled. "Ah, you found the golden key. It means you are meant to be here. Come, let me show you around." Leela and Emily walked through the forest, and Leela explained that the golden key had the power to unlock magical adventures. They reached a hidden door at the base of an ancient tree. Leela inserted the key, and the door creaked open to reveal a secret world filled with fantastical creatures and amazing landscapes. They met talking animals, danced with fairies, and even helped a dragon find his lost treasure. Each adventure was more thrilling than the last, and Emily felt a sense of joy and excitement she had never known before. As the sun began to set, Leela led Emily back to the door. "It's time for you to return home," Leela said. "But remember, you can always come back whenever you wish. The key will always guide you." Emily stepped through the door and found herself back in the Enchanted Pages bookstore. Mr. Whittaker was waiting for her, his eyes twinkling knowingly. "Did you enjoy your adventure?" he asked. "It was incredible," Emily exclaimed. "Thank you for letting me experience it." Mr. Whittaker smiled. The magic of books is that they can take you anywhere. Whenever you need an adventure, just come back and find the right book. Emily left the bookstore with a heart full of wonder and a promise to return. From that day on, she visited the Enchanted Pages regularly, each time discovering new worlds and stories that sparked her imagination. And so, the enchanted pages became Emily's favorite place, a portal to endless adventures and dreams where the magic of books brought stories to life.
Story 5. The Secret Garden. In a quaint village, surrounded by rolling hills and vibrant fields of flowers, there lived a young boy named Sam. Sam was a curious and adventurous child who loved spending his days exploring the countryside. His favorite place to visit was an old, abandoned mansion at the edge of the village. The mansion had a mysterious aura, and Sam was always drawn to it. One sunny afternoon, while Sam was wandering around the mansion, he noticed something unusual. A small, overgrown path led away from the main building, disappearing into a dense thicket. Sam had never seen this path before and decided to follow it. The path was narrow and winding, with tall grass and wildflowers brushing against Sam's legs. After walking for what felt like hours, he came across a tall, ivy-covered wall with a rusty, iron gate. The gate creaked open with a gentle push, revealing a hidden garden. The garden was unlike anything Sam had ever seen. It was filled with colorful flowers, towering trees, and a sparkling fountain in the center. Birds sang melodiously, and butterflies fluttered around, creating a scene straight out of a fairy tale. As Sam explored the garden, he found a small, stone bench near the fountain. He sat down to rest and noticed a beautiful, old book lying on the bench. The book had a leather cover and gold lettering that read, "The Secret Garden." Curious, Sam opened the book and began to read. To his surprise, the book told the story of the very garden he was in. It spoke of a magical place that could only be found by those with a pure heart and a love for adventure. The garden was said to have been created by a kind sorceress named Elara, who wanted to bring joy and wonder to those who discovered it. As Sam read further, he learned that the garden had a special secret. Hidden somewhere within its beauty was a magical key that could unlock the true power of the garden. The book mentioned that the key was guarded by a wise old owl named Oliver. Determined to find the key, Sam set off on a quest. He wandered through the garden, searching for any sign of Oliver the owl. After a while, he heard a soft hooting sound coming from a tall oak tree. Looking up, he saw a majestic owl with bright, intelligent eyes perched on a branch. "Hello, Oliver," Sam called out. "I'm Sam, and I've read about the secret of this garden. Can you help me find the magical key?" Oliver swooped down and landed gracefully on a nearby branch. "Greetings, Sam," the owl said in a wise, gentle voice. "I see you have a pure heart and a love for adventure. I will help you find the key, but first, you must solve a riddle." Sam nodded eagerly, ready for the challenge. Oliver recited the riddle. "I am not alive, but I can grow. I don't have lungs, but I need air. I don't have a mouth, and I can drown. What am I?" Sam thought for a moment and then smiled. "A fire," he answered confidently. Oliver nodded approvingly. "Very good, Sam. Follow me." The wise owl led Sam to a hidden corner of the garden where a large, ancient tree stood. At the base of the tree was a small, ornate box. Oliver used his beak to open the box, revealing a shimmering, golden key inside. "This is the magical key," Oliver explained. "With it, you can unlock the true power of the garden and experience its wonders fully." Sam took the key and thanked Oliver. He carefully placed the key in a hidden lock on the fountain, and as he turned it, the garden seemed to come alive. The flowers bloomed even more vibrantly, the birds sang louder, and a warm, magical light filled the air. From that day on, Sam visited the secret garden often, each time discovering new wonders and magical experiences. He shared the secret with only a few close friends, ensuring that the garden remained a place of pure joy and wonder. And so, the secret garden became a cherished sanctuary for Sam and his friends, a magical place where dreams came true and adventures were endless.
Story 6. The Great Balloon Adventure. In a small, picturesque town nestled by a sparkling lake, there lived a boy named Ben. Ben loved looking at the sky and watching the birds soar high above. He often dreamed of flying and seeing the world from up in the clouds. His best friend, Lucy, shared his dream. They spent countless hours imagining fantastic adventures in the sky. One day, while exploring an old attic, Ben and Lucy found a dusty, rolled-up map and a book titled The Great Balloon Adventure. The map showed a route across various lands, and the book detailed the construction of a hot air balloon. Excited, they decided to build their own hot air balloon and follow the map. With the help of Ben's father, who was a skilled carpenter, and Lucy's mother, who was a talented seamstress, they began their project. They gathered materials, sewed a large, colorful balloon, and built a sturdy basket. After weeks of hard work, their hot air balloon was finally ready. On a bright, sunny morning, Ben and Lucy climbed into the basket, their hearts pounding with excitement. With a pull of the lever, the flame roared to life, filling the balloon with hot air. Slowly, they began to rise, waving goodbye to their families and friends below. As the balloon ascended, the view took their breath away. The town looked like a tiny toy village, and the lake shimmered like a jewel. They floated above forests, mountains, and rivers, following the map's path. Each day brought new wonders and challenges. One day, they flew over a dense jungle and saw exotic animals like colorful parrots and playful monkeys. Another day, they soared above a vast desert, where they marveled at the golden sand dunes stretching endlessly into the horizon. One evening, as the sun was setting, they spotted a beautiful island with lush greenery and a sandy beach. They decided to land and explore. The island was uninhabited, and they felt like true adventurers discovering a hidden paradise. They swam in crystal clear waters, collected seashells, and even found a hidden cave filled with sparkling crystals. After several days on the island, they continued their journey. They encountered a fierce storm that tested their skills and courage. Lightning flashed, and the wind howled, but Ben and Lucy worked together, adjusting the flame and steering the balloon to safety. The experience brought them closer, and they learned the value of teamwork and resilience. Their adventure took them to a bustling city, where they landed in a grand square filled with cheering people. The city was celebrating a festival, and they were welcomed as honored guests. They tasted delicious foods, watched colorful parades, and danced to lively music. The city's mayor gave them a special medal for their bravery and adventurous spirit. As they journeyed further, they reached the snowy peaks of a majestic mountain range. The air was crisp and cold, and the views were breathtaking. They landed on a high plateau and hiked to the summit, where they felt on top of the world. Standing together, they watched a stunning sunrise, painting the sky in hues of pink and gold. Finally, after months of incredible adventures, they followed the map back home. Their return was met with joy and celebration. They shared their stories with everyone, inspiring others to follow their dreams and seek their own adventures. Ben and Lucy's great balloon adventure became legendary in their town. They learned that with courage, friendship, and a sense of wonder, the world was full of endless possibilities. Their journey left them with unforgettable memories and a bond that would last a lifetime. And so, the boy and girl who dreamed of flying found that the sky was not the limit, it was just the beginning of their extraordinary adventure.
Story 7. The Mysterious Music Box. In a charming seaside town, where the air was always filled with the salty scent of the ocean and the sound of seagulls, lived a young girl named Ava. Ava was an aspiring musician who loved playing her violin and dreamed of becoming a famous violinist one day. One day, while exploring a quaint antique shop by the harbor, Ava stumbled upon an old, intricately designed music box. It was made of dark wood and adorned with delicate carvings of stars and moons. Drawn to its beauty, she asked the shopkeeper about it. "Ah, the mysterious music box," the shopkeeper said with a knowing smile. "Legend has it that this music box possesses magical powers. When played, it can reveal hidden truths and unlock secret paths." Intrigued, Ava decided to buy the music box and took it home. That night, she placed it on her bedside table and, with a sense of anticipation, turned the key. As the box began to play a hauntingly beautiful melody, Ava felt a strange sensation wash over her. The room seemed to shimmer, and before she knew it, she was no longer in her bedroom. Ava found herself in a magnificent hall filled with soft, glowing light. In the center of the hall stood a grand piano, and beside it, a tall figure dressed in elegant robes. The figure introduced himself as Maestro Orpheus, the guardian of the music box's magic. "Welcome, Ava," Orpheus said in a deep, melodious voice. "You have been chosen to embark on a special journey. The music box has the power to transport you to different worlds, each with its own unique musical challenges. Are you ready to begin your adventure?" Ava nodded eagerly, her heart pounding with excitement. Orpheus handed her a golden violin and instructed her to play the first notes of the melody from the music box. As she did, a portal opened, and Ava stepped through it into a new world. The first world she visited was a vibrant forest, where the trees seemed to dance to the rhythm of the wind. Ava encountered a group of woodland creatures who needed her help. The forest had lost its song, and the animals were sad. Using her violin, Ava played a joyful tune, bringing the forest back to life. The trees swayed, the birds sang, and the animals danced with happiness. In the next world, Ava found herself in a bustling city filled with tall buildings and bright lights. The city was known for its incredible street performers, but something was amiss. The performers had lost their harmony, and the city's music was dissonant and chaotic. Ava spent days teaching the performers how to play together, creating a beautiful symphony that brought joy to the city's inhabitants. Ava's journey continued through various worlds, a serene underwater kingdom where she played for mermaids and dolphins, a mystical mountain where she learned ancient melodies from wise monks, and a floating island where she composed music with the help of magical birds. Each world presented its own challenges, but Ava's love for music and her determination to help others guided her. She discovered that music had the power to heal, to unite, and to bring joy to all who heard it. After what felt like months of adventure, Ava returned to the magnificent hall, where Maestro Orpheus awaited her. "You have done well, Ava," he said. "You have learned that music is not just about playing notes, but about touching hearts and souls. The magic of the music box will always be with you." With a final nod, Orpheus played a last, beautiful chord on the piano, and Ava found herself back in her bedroom. The music box was still playing its haunting melody, but now it held a special place in her heart. Ava's experiences changed her forever. She continued to play her violin, but now with a deeper understanding of its power. She performed for her town, bringing people together and spreading joy with her music. The mysterious music box remained her treasured companion, a reminder of the magical journey that had taught her the true essence of music. And so, Ava's dream of becoming a famous violinist came true, not just through her talent, but through her ability to touch the hearts of everyone who heard her play. Her music became a symbol of hope, love, and the magical connection that binds us all.
Story 8, The Time-Traveling Watch. In the heart of an ancient city, where cobblestone streets echoed with the footsteps of history, lived a boy named Alex. Alex loved history and spent hours reading about ancient civilizations, great explorers, and famous inventors. His favorite place to visit was the city's old library, which was filled with dusty books and hidden treasures. One day, while exploring the library's basement, Alex stumbled upon a small, locked box. It was covered in dust and cobwebs, but something about it intrigued him. With the help of the librarian, he managed to unlock the box and found an old, ornate pocket watch inside. The watch had intricate engravings and a strange, shimmering crystal at its center. Curious, Alex took the watch home and examined it closely. As he turned the hands of the watch, he felt a sudden jolt and the room around him began to spin. When the spinning stopped, Alex found himself in a completely different place and time. He was standing in the middle of a bustling marketplace in ancient Egypt. The air was filled with the sounds of merchants shouting, camels braying, and people haggling over goods. Alex could hardly believe his eyes. He had always dreamed of experiencing history firsthand, and now it seemed his wish had come true. As he wandered through the marketplace, he realized that the watch had the power to travel through time. Excited by the possibilities, he decided to explore as many different time periods as he could. Each turn of the Watcher's hands transported him to a new adventure. In medieval England, Alex found himself in the middle of a jousting tournament. He watched knights in shining armor compete and even got to meet a kind-hearted blacksmith who taught him about the art of forging swords. The blacksmith gave him a small, handcrafted pendant as a memento of his visit. Next, he traveled to ancient Greece, where he met famous philosophers like Socrates and Plato. He attended a lively debate at the Agora and learned about the birth of democracy. The philosophers were impressed by his curiosity and gave him a scroll filled with their teachings. In the Renaissance period, Alex found himself in Florence, Italy, surrounded by artists and inventors. He visited Leonardo da Vinci's workshop and watched the master at work, painting the Mona Lisa. Leonardo even let Alex try his hand at sketching, and the artist gifted him a small, signed drawing as a token of appreciation. In the Wild West, Alex experienced the thrill of a cowboy's life. He rode horses, helped herd cattle, and learned to use a lasso. The friendly cowboys he met shared stories of their adventures and gave him a cowboy hat to remember his time there. Throughout his travels, Alex collected mementos from each period and kept a detailed journal of his experiences. He met fascinating people, learned about different cultures, and witnessed historic events firsthand. One day, as he prepared to turn the Watcher's hands once more, he felt a sense of longing to return home. He realized that, as amazing as his adventures had been, he missed his family and friends. With a final twist of the watch, he found himself back in his own time. The pocket watch had returned him to the library's basement, where it had all begun. Alex felt a mix of excitement and sadness as he carefully placed the watch back in its box. He knew that his time-traveling adventures had come to an end, but the memories he had made would stay with him forever. Back in the present, Alex shared his incredible stories with his friends and family. They listened in awe as he recounted his journeys through time, each tale more unbelievable than the last. His journal became a cherished keepsake, filled with sketches, notes, and mementos from his travels. Alex continued to visit the library, where he found new books to fuel his passion for history. He knew that, while he might not be able to travel through time again, his love for learning and exploring would never fade. The time-traveling watch had given him a unique gift, the understanding that the past, present, and future are all connected, and that the adventure of discovery is timeless. And so, Alex's adventures continued, not through the magic of a pocket watch, but through the endless pages of books and the boundless world of his imagination.
Story 9. The Whispering Woods. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and a dense forest, there lived a girl named Clara. Clara was known for her love of nature and her adventurous spirit. Every day after school, she would explore the meadows, climb the hills, and wander through the forest, discovering new plants and animals. One afternoon, while exploring a part of the forest she had never been to before, Clara came across a peculiar sight. In the midst of the trees, there was a large, ancient oak with a hollow trunk. From inside the hollow, a soft, whispering sound seemed to be calling her name. Curious and a little apprehensive, Clara approached the tree. As she leaned in closer, she could make out the whispers more clearly. They were gentle and melodic, like a distant song carried on the wind. Gathering her courage, Clara stepped into the hollow trunk and found herself in a hidden glade bathed in a golden light. The glade was unlike anything she had ever seen. The air was filled with the sweet scent of flowers, and the trees seemed to glow with a soft, otherworldly light. In the center of the glade stood a circle of ancient stones, each engraved with mysterious symbols. At the center of the circle, there was a small, sparkling pool. As Clara approached the pool, the whispers grew louder, and she saw an image forming on the water's surface. It was a vision of her village, surrounded by darkness and in danger. The whispers seemed to be urging her to take action. "Who are you?" Clara asked aloud, hoping to get an answer. A gentle voice responded, "We are the spirits of the Whispering Woods. We have guarded this land for centuries, but a great evil is approaching. You have been chosen to protect your village and restore the balance." Clara felt a surge of determination. "What must I do?" she asked. The voice instructed her to find 3 magical artifacts hidden within the forest. These artifacts would give her the power to dispel the darkness and save her village. Clara was given a map that marked the locations of the artifacts and a small, enchanted lantern to guide her way. Her first destination was the enchanted grove, where the first artifact, the Amulet of Light, was hidden. As she ventured deeper into the forest, Clara used the lantern to light her path. The grove was filled with ancient trees that seemed to whisper secrets as she passed. After a long search, she found the amulet hanging from a branch, glowing with a bright, white light. She took it and felt a warm energy flow through her. Next, Clara followed the map to the crystal cavern, home to the second artifact, the Staff of Wisdom. The cavern was dark and filled with sparkling crystals that reflected the light of her lantern. Deep within the cavern, she discovered the staff embedded in a crystal formation. With great effort, she pulled it free and felt a surge of knowledge and clarity. Finally, Clara made her way to the Silver Lake, where the third artifact, the Ring of Courage, was hidden. The lake was serene and mirror-like, reflecting the stars in the night sky. At the edge of the water, she found the ring resting on a smooth stone. As she slipped it onto her finger, she felt a wave of bravery and strength. With all 3 artifacts in her possession, Clara returned to the glade. The spirits of the Whispering Woods guided her to the stone circle, where she placed the artifacts in their designated spots. The ground trembled, and a beam of light shot up from the center of the circle, piercing the darkness that threatened her village. The evil presence that had loomed over the village began to dissipate, and the balance was restored. The whispers of the woods grew softer, thanking Clara for her bravery and determination. Clara returned to her village, where she was hailed as a hero. She shared her story with the villagers, and they marveled at her courage and the magic of the Whispering Woods. The amulet, staff, and ring were placed in a special shrine to remind everyone of the power of nature and the importance of protecting their home. From that day on, Clara continued to explore the forest, but with a deeper understanding of its magic and wisdom. The Whispering Woods became a place of wonder and respect, and Clara's adventures inspired others to cherish and protect the natural world around them. And so, the girl who listened to the whispers of the woods became a guardian of the land, ensuring that the beauty and magic of the forest would endure for generations to come.
Story 10, The Enchanted Chessboard. In the bustling city of Eldoria, known for its towering spires and winding streets, lived a boy named Leo. Leo had a keen mind and a passion for puzzles and strategy games. His favorite pastime was playing chess, and he dreamed of becoming the best chess player in the city. One day, while exploring an old, dimly lit shop in a forgotten corner of Eldoria, Leo discovered an antique chessboard. The chessboard was beautifully crafted with pieces made of ivory and ebony, each intricately detailed. Drawn to its elegance, Leo decided to buy it. When Leo brought the chessboard home, he noticed something unusual. The pieces seemed to move on their own, adjusting themselves into their starting positions as if ready for a game. Intrigued, Leo decided to play. As soon as he made his first move, the room filled with a soft, magical glow. Leo found himself transported to a grand hall filled with rows of books and ancient scrolls. At the center of the hall stood a tall figure with a long, flowing robe and a wise, kind face. "Welcome, Leo," the figure said. "I am the Grandmaster of the Enchanted Chessboard. You have been chosen to undertake a series of challenges that will test your intellect, strategy, and courage. Are you ready?" Leo nodded eagerly, his heart pounding with excitement. The Grandmaster explained that each challenge would involve playing a game of chess, but with a twist. The pieces would come to life, and the game would play out in a series of magical scenarios. To succeed, Leo would need to think quickly and adapt to the changing situations. The first challenge took place in a lush, enchanted forest. The chess pieces transformed into woodland creatures, knights became deer, bishops turned into wise owls, and rooks became sturdy trees. Leo had to navigate the forest and protect his king, a majestic stag, from the opposing forces. He carefully planned his moves, using the forest's natural features to his advantage. After a tense battle, Leo emerged victorious. The second challenge transported Leo to a mysterious castle filled with hidden passages and secret rooms. The chess pieces became animated suits of armor, moving silently through the halls. Leo had to use his wits to outmaneuver the opposing pieces, discovering hidden clues and solving puzzles along the way. With each move, he uncovered more of the castle's secrets and ultimately won the game. The third challenge took place on a vast, open battlefield under a stormy sky. The chess pieces transformed into powerful warriors, with knights riding fearsome horses and rooks becoming towering siege engines. Leo had to lead his army with precision, anticipating the enemy's moves and adjusting his strategy on the fly. Despite the chaos of the battlefield, Leo's careful planning and quick thinking led him to victory. With each challenge, Leo grew more confident and skilled. The Grandmaster watched with approval as Leo completed each game, demonstrating not only his mastery of chess but also his ability to remain calm and focused under pressure. For the final challenge, Leo faced the Grandmaster himself in a game of pure strategy. The chessboard returned to its original form, and the pieces moved with a life of their own. The Grandmaster was a formidable opponent, anticipating Leo's moves and countering with clever tactics. But Leo remained determined, drawing on everything he had learned from the previous challenges. In a thrilling final, Leo made a brilliant move that caught the Grandmaster off guard. With a final, decisive checkmate, Leo won the game. The hall filled with a warm, golden light as the Grandmaster smiled. "Well done, Leo," the Grandmaster said. "You have proven yourself to be a true master of strategy and intellect. The enchanted chessboard is now yours. Use its magic wisely and continue to challenge yourself and others." With a flash of light, Leo found himself back in his room, the enchanted chessboard before him. From that day on, he became known as the best chess player in Eldoria. He used the magical chessboard to teach others, sharing the lessons he had learned and inspiring a new generation of strategic thinkers. Leo's adventures with the enchanted chessboard became legendary, and his name was remembered as a symbol of intellect, courage, and the power of a keen mind. And so, the boy who loved puzzles and strategy games became a master of the enchanted world, where every move held the promise of a new adventure.
Story 11. The Starlight Key. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and a shimmering lake, there lived a girl named Maya. Maya had always been fascinated by the stars that twinkled brightly in the night sky. She spent many evenings lying on the grass, gazing up at the constellations and dreaming of exploring the vast reaches of the universe. One summer night, while stargazing by the lake, Maya noticed a shooting star streak across the sky. Mesmerized, she made a silent wish to unravel the mysteries of the stars and discover their secrets. Little did she know that her wish was about to come true in a way she could never have imagined. The next morning, Maya received a mysterious package on her doorstep. Inside was an old, ornate key made of silver and adorned with sparkling gemstones. Attached to the key was a note that simply said, "Follow the stars." Intrigued, Maya decided to investigate. She consulted her favorite astronomy books and discovered that the key resembled a constellation known as the Starlight Key, said to unlock the secrets of the cosmos. Excited by the possibility of adventure, Maya packed a small bag and set off on a journey to follow the stars. Her first destination was a nearby mountain peak, where the stars twinkled brightly against the dark sky. Using her knowledge of constellations, Maya located the Starlight Key constellation and held up the key. To her amazement, a beam of starlight descended from the heavens and illuminated a hidden path leading into the mountain. With courage in her heart, Maya followed the path deep into the mountain's caverns. Along the way, she encountered glowing crystals that illuminated her way and strange rock formations that seemed to pulse with energy. After hours of exploring, she reached a chamber filled with ancient star maps and celestial charts. The maps revealed the locations of 3 cosmic relics, the Orb of Eternity, the Scroll of Wisdom, and the Celestial Compass, that held the key to understanding the universe's mysteries. Maya knew that she had to find these relics to fulfill her quest. Her journey took her across distant lands and through perilous challenges. In a mystical forest, she found the orb of eternity hidden within the heart of a towering tree. The orb glowed with a soft, ethereal light and seemed to hold the secrets of time itself. Next, Maya traveled to a desert oasis where she discovered the scroll of wisdom buried beneath ancient ruins. The scroll was filled with ancient knowledge about the stars, planets, and galaxies, written in a language of symbols and constellations that only she could decipher. Finally, Maya ventured to the edge of a vast ocean where she encountered the celestial compass, guarded by a wise old sailor who had sailed the seas for centuries. The compass guided her through treacherous waters and stormy skies, leading her to the final piece of her cosmic puzzle. With all three relics in her possession, Maya returned to the mountain peak where her journey had begun. She placed the relics in a sacred circle and held up the starlight key once more. The relics glowed with a radiant light, and a doorway to the cosmos opened before her. Stepping through the doorway, Maya found herself surrounded by swirling galaxies, shimmering nebulae, and distant stars. She floated among the celestial wonders, feeling a deep connection to the universe and its infinite mysteries. Her heart filled with awe and wonder as she realized that her wish to understand the stars had come true. As Maya returned to her village, she knew that her journey had changed her forever. She shared her incredible experiences with her friends and family, inspiring them to look up at the night sky with newfound curiosity and wonder. The starlight key remained her most treasured possession, a symbol of her journey and the limitless possibilities that awaited those who dared to dream. And so, Maya's quest to follow the stars became a legend in her village, a tale of courage, discovery, and the power of a wish made under a starlit sky.
Story 12. The Painter's Palette. In a quaint town nestled between rolling hills and fields of wildflowers, there lived a young artist named Emma. Emma had always been captivated by colors, vibrant reds, soothing blues, and every shade in between. She spent her days painting scenes of nature's beauty and dreaming of sharing her artwork with the world. One day, while exploring an old attic in her family's farmhouse, Emma discovered a dusty, forgotten box tucked away in a corner. Inside the box, she found a beautiful wooden palette adorned with intricate carvings of flowers and vines. Alongside the palette was a note that read, "For the one who sees the world in colors." Excited by her discovery, Emma took the palette downstairs to her studio. As soon as she dipped her brush into one of the colors, something magical happened. The paint seemed to come alive, swirling and dancing on the canvas in mesmerizing patterns. Emma realized that the palette held a unique power. It could bring her paintings to life. Eager to explore the palette's abilities, Emma painted a lush forest scene filled with towering trees, cascading waterfalls, and playful woodland creatures. To her amazement, the forest scene shimmered with a gentle glow, and the creatures began to move and play as if they were alive. Inspired by the palette's magic, Emma decided to use her newfound gift to bring happiness to her town. She painted a sunny meadow filled with blooming flowers and buzzing bees, which brought smiles to everyone who passed by. She painted a starlit sky that twinkled with constellations, filling the night with wonder and awe. As Emma's reputation as a talented artist grew, people from neighboring towns came to see her magical paintings. They marveled at her ability to capture the beauty of nature and bring it to life with a few strokes of her brush. Emma's paintings became cherished treasures, each one telling a story of hope, joy, and the power of imagination. One day, while painting a bustling marketplace filled with lively vendors and colorful stalls, Emma noticed a young girl watching her with wide eyes. The girl explained that she had always dreamed of becoming an artist but had never believed in her own abilities. Emma smiled warmly and handed her the palette. "Try painting something," Emma encouraged. "Let your imagination guide you." With trembling hands, the girl dipped her brush into the palette and began to paint. At first, nothing seemed to happen. But as she continued, the colors on the canvas started to glow, and a scene of her village's annual festival came to life before her eyes. The girl's face lit up with joy and wonder. From that day on, Emma became a mentor to aspiring artists, sharing her palette's magic and inspiring others to believe in their creativity. Together, they painted murals on city walls, decorated schools with colorful scenes, and turned ordinary spaces into vibrant works of art that brought communities together. As Emma grew older, her paintings continued to bring joy and inspiration to people of all ages. She passed down the palette to a young artist who shared her passion for colors and creativity, ensuring that its magic would live on for generations to come. And so, the painter's palette became a symbol of hope, imagination, and the limitless possibilities that come from seeing the world through the eyes of an artist. Emma's legacy as the one who saw the world in colors was celebrated in her town and beyond, reminding everyone that art has the power to transform lives and brighten the world.
Story 13. The Whispering Brook. In a serene valley surrounded by towering mountains and lush forests, there flowed a gentle brook known as Whispering Brook. The brook was said to possess a magical quality, the ability to whisper secrets of the past, present, and future to those who listened closely. One crisp autumn morning, a young girl named Lily ventured into the valley. Lily loved nature and often spent her days exploring the woods and meadows near her home. She had heard stories about Whispering Brook from her grandmother, who spoke of its soothing whispers and mysterious powers. As Lily followed the path alongside the brook, she noticed a shimmering light dancing on the water's surface. Intrigued, she knelt beside the brook and listened intently. At first, all she heard was the soft babbling of the water as it flowed over smooth stones. But as she closed her eyes and focused, the babbling transformed into faint whispers, like distant voices carried on the wind. "Listen," the brook seemed to say. "Listen and you will hear." Lily held her breath and concentrated. She heard snippets of conversations from long ago, stories of ancient travelers passing through the valley, tales of lost treasures hidden in the mountains, and songs sung by birds that had nested along the brook's banks for generations. As she continued to listen, Lily heard whispers of the present, glimpses of animals drinking from the brook, the rustling of leaves in the wind, and the laughter of children playing nearby. The brook seemed to be telling her about the beauty and harmony of the natural world that surrounded them. But it was the whispers of the future that intrigued Lily the most. She heard faint echoes of dreams yet to be fulfilled, visions of a world where kindness and compassion flourished, where people lived in harmony with nature, and where the valley and its brook remained a sanctuary for generations to come. Moved by the brook's revelations, Lily vowed to protect Whispering Brook and its surroundings. She shared its stories with her friends and family, inspiring them to appreciate the valley's beauty and to listen to the wisdom that nature had to offer. Throughout the seasons, Lily returned to Whispering Brook to listen to its whispers. Each time, she discovered new secrets and found solace in its gentle presence. She learned to interpret the brook's messages, guidance for difficult decisions, encouragement during times of doubt, and reminders to cherish the moments of peace and tranquility. As Lily grew older, she became known as the guardian of Whispering Brook. She worked tirelessly to preserve the valley's natural beauty, planting trees, cleaning up litter, and educating others about the importance of conservation. Her efforts were rewarded as the valley thrived, and Whispering Brook continued to flow serenely through the changing seasons. And so, the legend of Whispering Brook and its guardian spread far and wide, reminding people of the magic that can be found in nature and the importance of listening to its whispers. Lily's dedication and love for the valley ensured that its secrets would be cherished and protected for generations to come.
Story 14. The Songbird's Melody. In a small village nestled at the edge of a vast forest, there lived a girl named Eliza. Eliza had always been captivated by the beauty of music, especially the enchanting melodies of the songbirds that filled the forest with their sweet tunes. She spent her days wandering through the woods, listening to the birdsong and dreaming of capturing its magic. One sunny morning, as Eliza sat beneath a towering oak tree, she heard a melody unlike any she had heard before. It was clear and melodious, weaving through the rustling leaves and dancing on the breeze. Following the sound, she discovered a tiny songbird perched on a branch, its feathers shimmering in the sunlight. Enthralled by the bird's song, Eliza reached out her hand, and to her surprise, the songbird hopped onto her finger. Its feathers were a brilliant shade of blue, dotted with hints of gold and silver. The bird looked at her with bright, curious eyes, as if inviting her to join in its musical symphony. Inspired by the songbird's melody, Eliza began to hum along, matching her voice to the bird's sweet notes. Together, they created a harmony that echoed through the forest, drawing other creatures near. Squirrels peeked out from behind tree trunks, rabbits emerged from their burrows, and even a shy deer ventured closer to listen. As the day passed, Eliza and the songbird continued their duet, their music filling the forest with joy and wonder. People from the village heard the enchanting melody and gathered at the edge of the woods to listen. They marveled at the beauty of the songbird's song and the harmony between girl and bird. But as the sun began to set, Eliza noticed a hint of sadness in the songbird's eyes. The bird's melody grew softer, its notes tinged with a touch of melancholy. Eliza gently asked what was wrong, and the songbird fluttered its wings as if trying to find the right words. "I must return to my flock," the songbird finally said, its voice tinged with sorrow. "But I will never forget the harmony we shared today." Eliza nodded, understanding the songbird's longing to be with its kin. With a final, bittersweet song, the bird took flight, disappearing into the golden hues of the sunset. Eliza watched until the songbird was out of sight, her heart filled with gratitude for the magical day they had spent together. From that day on, Eliza continued to visit the forest, listening for the songbird's melody among the trees. Though the bird had returned to its flock, its song lingered in her heart, inspiring her to create music that echoed the beauty and harmony of their duet. Eliza's reputation as a talented musician grew, and she performed songs that captured the spirit of nature and the joy of discovery. Her melodies became a cherished part of village celebrations, bringing people together in laughter and song. And whenever Eliza heard the faint echo of a songbird's melody in the distance, she smiled, knowing that their musical bond transcended time and distance. The songbird's visit had taught her the power of music to connect hearts and souls, reminding her that even the briefest encounters can leave a lasting impression. And so, the songbird's melody became a symbol of friendship, harmony, and the timeless beauty of nature, a reminder to listen closely to the music that surrounds us and to cherish every moment of shared joy.
Story 15. The Starlit Path. In a peaceful village nestled between towering mountains and a shimmering lake, there lived a young boy named Lucas. Lucas had always been fascinated by the stars that adorned the night sky, each one twinkling like a tiny beacon of possibility. He often spent his evenings lying on the grass, tracing constellations and dreaming of far-off adventures. One clear summer night, as Lucas gazed at the stars, he noticed a shooting star streak across the heavens. Inspired by its fleeting brilliance, he made a silent wish to embark on a journey that would lead him to discover new worlds and uncover hidden mysteries. The next morning, Lucas received an unexpected gift, a tattered map adorned with shimmering constellations and mysterious symbols. Alongside the map was a note that read, "Follow the starlit path to find your destiny." Intrigued and filled with excitement, Lucas set off on his quest. He studied the map, tracing the intricate paths that led through dense forests, across rolling meadows, and beyond shimmering rivers. Each step brought him closer to the heart of the unknown, where adventure awaited. His first destination was a towering mountain peak, where the stars seemed to touch the sky. Guided by the map's celestial clues, Lucas climbed higher and higher, feeling the crisp mountain air and the whisper of the wind. At the summit, he discovered an ancient observatory, its domed roof reflecting the brilliance of the night sky. Inside, he found a telescope pointed toward a distant galaxy, its swirling arms filled with stars and nebulae. Through the telescope, Lucas glimpsed worlds beyond his imagination, planets of ice and fire, moons with glowing forests, and distant stars that pulsed with a rhythm all their own. He marveled at the vastness of the cosmos and the endless possibilities that lay within. Encouraged by his discovery, Lucas continued to follow the starlit path. Along the way, he encountered wise sages who shared tales of ancient civilizations and lost treasures hidden among the stars. He crossed paths with fellow travelers who joined him on his journey, their spirits lifted by the promise of adventure and discovery. As Lucas ventured deeper into the unknown, he faced challenges that tested his courage and determination. He navigated treacherous caves filled with glowing crystals, deciphered ancient riddles carved into stone pillars, and braved storms that swept across barren plains. But with each obstacle overcome, Lucas grew stronger and more determined to reach his ultimate destination, the heart of the cosmos, where the stars converged and dreams became reality. Finally, after many months of travel and exploration, Lucas reached the end of the starlit path. He stood at the edge of a vast expanse, a cosmic tapestry woven with galaxies, nebulae, and clusters of stars. Above him, the heavens shimmered with a symphony of light, as if celebrating his journey and welcoming him to the realm of the stars. With a sense of awe and wonder, Lucas realized that his wish had come true. He had followed the starlit path to discover not only the secrets of the universe but also the boundless potential within himself. He understood that the journey was not just about reaching a destination but about embracing the beauty of the unknown and the infinite possibilities that lay ahead. As Lucas returned to his village, he carried with him the wisdom and wonder of the stars. He shared his adventures with friends and family, inspiring them to dream big and follow their own starlit paths. And though his journey had come to an end, Lucas knew that the spirit of exploration and discovery would always guide him toward new horizons and new adventures. And so, the starlit path became a symbol of courage, curiosity, and the enduring quest for knowledge, a reminder to look to the stars and dream of the limitless possibilities that await those who dare to follow their hearts.
Story 16, The Garden of Whispers. In a small village surrounded by rolling hills and vibrant meadows, there existed a hidden garden known only to a few, a garden that held secrets whispered by the wind and nurtured by the gentle touch of sunlight. This was the Garden of Whispers, a place where magic and nature intertwined in a symphony of colors and scents. No one knew who had created the garden or when it had first appeared, but its beauty was undeniable. Flowers of every hue bloomed in abundance, their petals shimmering with dewdrops in the early morning light. Trees with branches intertwined formed natural archways that lead to secluded groves, where birds sang melodies that echoed through the air. Legend had it that the garden possessed a unique power, the ability to grant solace and healing to those who wandered within its borders. The whispers of the wind were said to carry messages of hope and wisdom, guiding visitors on their journeys of self-discovery and renewal. One autumn afternoon, a weary traveler named Anna stumbled upon the garden while seeking shelter from a sudden rainstorm. As she stepped through the wrought iron gates, she felt a sense of calm wash over her, as if the worries of the world had been left behind. In the heart of the garden, Anna discovered a tranquil pond surrounded by weeping willows that swayed gently in the breeze. Water lilies floated on the surface, their delicate petals unfolding like stars in the night sky. Sitting beside the pond, Anna closed her eyes and listened to the whispers of the garden. She heard stories of love and loss, of dreams fulfilled and dreams abandoned. She heard the laughter of children playing among the flowers and the solemn prayers of elders seeking peace. The garden's whispers spoke of the interconnectedness of all living things and the beauty that could be found in every moment, no matter how fleeting. As Anna listened, she felt a weight lift from her heart. The worries and uncertainties that had plagued her seemed insignificant in the presence of such natural beauty and tranquility. She realized that the garden had offered her more than just shelter from the storm, it had offered her a sanctuary for reflection and renewal. For days, Anna remained in the garden, exploring its winding paths and hidden alcoves. She met other travelers who had been drawn to the garden's peaceful embrace, each seeking solace and healing in their own way. Together, they tended to the flowers, watered the plants, and shared stories of their journeys. With each passing day, Anna felt herself growing stronger and more centered. She gained clarity about the path she wanted to take in life and found the courage to face challenges that had once seemed insurmountable. The garden's whispers became a source of inspiration and guidance, guiding her toward a future filled with hope and possibility. When the time came for Anna to leave the Garden of Whispers, she carried its essence within her heart. She knew that no matter where her journey took her, she would always carry the garden's wisdom and tranquility with her. And she vowed to return someday, to share its gifts with others who sought solace and renewal. And so, the Garden of Whispers remained a hidden gem, known only to those who believed in the healing power of nature and the magic of whispered secrets. Its beauty continued to bloom, a testament to the enduring connection between humanity and the natural world, a connection that brought peace, healing, and inspiration to all who entered its gates.
Story 17, The Lantern Keeper. In a bustling city where towering skyscrapers kissed the clouds and neon lights painted the streets with vibrant colors, there lived a young boy named Kai. Kai was known for his fascination with stories, tales of ancient civilizations, mythical creatures, and far-off lands that existed beyond the city's bustling streets. One evening, while exploring an old bookstore tucked away in a quiet corner of the city, Kai stumbled upon a dusty book bound in worn leather. Its pages were filled with illustrations of lanterns that glowed with a mysterious light, each one representing a different realm of imagination and possibility. Intrigued by the book's enchanting tales, Kai asked the bookstore owner about the lanterns. With a knowing smile, the owner explained that the lanterns were said to hold the power to transport their keepers to realms where dreams and reality intertwined, a place where anything was possible for those who dared to believe. Determined to uncover the truth behind the lanterns, Kai embarked on a quest to find them. Armed with the book as his guide, he searched high and low throughout the city, following clues hidden in alleyways, parks, and forgotten corners. His first discovery was a lantern adorned with intricate patterns of stars and moons, tucked away in an abandoned garden filled with overgrown vines. As Kai touched the lantern's surface, a warm glow enveloped him, and he found himself standing in a lush forest bathed in moonlight. Fireflies danced around him, casting shimmering reflections on the surface of a tranquil pond. In this forest realm, Kai encountered creatures of myth and legend, a gentle fawn with antlers adorned with flowers, a wise owl who spoke in riddles, and a playful sprite who could weave dreams into reality. Each encounter taught Kai valuable lessons about courage, compassion, and the power of imagination. Encouraged by his experiences, Kai continued his search for the remaining lanterns. He discovered a lantern hidden in an old theater, where actors brought stories to life with every performance. As Kai held the lantern aloft, he found himself transported to a bustling marketplace filled with vendors selling tales woven from silk and spun from golden threads. In this realm of stories, Kai met storytellers who shared their wisdom and creativity with him. He learned to craft tales that captivated audiences and sparked their imaginations, weaving together threads of truth and fantasy to create narratives that resonated with hearts and minds alike. With each lantern he discovered, Kai uncovered new realms of possibility and wonder. He explored underwater kingdoms where mermaids sang haunting melodies, climbed mountains where dragons guarded ancient treasures, and sailed seas where ships carried dreams to distant shores. But it was the final lantern that held the greatest surprise, a lantern hidden in an attic filled with forgotten dreams and lost memories. As Kai lifted the lantern, he felt a surge of warmth and light that filled him with a sense of purpose and belonging. He realized that the true magic of the lanterns lay not in their ability to transport him to other realms, but in their power to ignite his own inner light and creativity. Armed with this newfound understanding, Kai returned to the bustling city with a heart full of stories and a mind filled with dreams. He shared his adventures with friends and strangers alike, inspiring them to believe in the magic of possibility and the limitless power of imagination. And so, Kai became known as the Lantern Keeper, a storyteller who illuminated hearts and minds with tales of adventure, discovery, and the boundless beauty of the human spirit. His legacy lived on in the stories he told and the lanterns that continued to light the way for generations to come.
Story 18, The Guardian of Harmony. In a tranquil village nestled between emerald green hills and fields of golden wheat, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya had always possessed a special gift. She could hear the music of the world around her, from the rustling leaves in the breeze to the laughter of children playing in the meadows. One day, as Maya wandered through the village square, she heard a melody unlike any she had heard before. It was a song of harmony and peace, weaving through the air like a gentle river flowing through the heart of the village. Intrigued by the music's beauty, Maya followed its melody to a grove of ancient oak trees. There, she discovered a majestic silver harp bathed in the soft glow of the setting sun. The harp's strings shimmered like threads of moonlight, and with each gentle breeze, they produced a melody that resonated with the very soul of the earth. Beside the harp stood an elderly woman with kind eyes and a serene smile. She introduced herself as Elder Elara, the guardian of harmony. Elara explained that the harp had been entrusted to her by generations of guardians before her, each one chosen for their deep connection to the natural world and their ability to hear the music that echoed within it. Moved by Maya's reverence for the music, Elder Elara invited her to learn the ways of the harp and become her apprentice. Maya eagerly accepted, spending hours each day sitting beside the elder, learning to pluck the strings and coax melodies from the harp that mirrored the rhythms of nature. Under Elder Elara's guidance, Maya discovered that the harp held a deeper magic. It could heal wounds of the heart and soul, bringing comfort to those who were troubled and peace to those who were weary. She played for villagers who sought solace from their burdens, weaving melodies that soothed their spirits and lifted their hearts. As Maya's skills grew, so too did her understanding of the village's interconnectedness with the natural world. She learned to listen not only to the harp's music but also to the whispers of the wind, the murmurs of the stream, and the rustling of leaves. Through these sounds, she gained insight into the needs of the village and the delicate balance of life that sustained it. One evening, as Maya played a melody of gratitude and joy, a storm gathered on the horizon, a tempest of dark clouds and thunderous winds. Villagers gathered in the village square, fearing the storm's fury. Sensing their fear, Maya closed her eyes and let the harp's music guide her. She played a melody of resilience and hope, weaving together notes that mirrored the storm's power and fury, while also invoking the strength and unity of the villagers. As her fingers danced across the harp strings, the storm began to calm, its anger softened by the music's soothing embrace. From that day on, Maya became known as the guardian of harmony, entrusted with the harp's magic and the responsibility to protect the village and its people. She played during celebrations of life and love, during times of sorrow and loss, and always, her music carried the promise of peace and renewal. And so, Maya's legacy as the guardian of harmony continued to inspire generations, reminding them of the power of music to heal, to unite, and to connect us with the world around us. Her melodies echoed through the village, a testament to the enduring beauty of harmony and the gentle strength of the human spirit.
Story 19. The Weaver's Tapestry. In a bustling market town where colorful fabrics swayed in the breeze and the air was filled with the scent of spices, there lived a young girl named Layla. Layla had always been drawn to the art of weaving. She marveled at how threads could be transformed into intricate patterns and vibrant tapestries that told stories of distant lands and ancient traditions. One day, while exploring the market stalls with her grandmother, Layla stumbled upon a small shop tucked away in a narrow alley. Inside, she discovered a master weaver named Master Alaric, whose hands moved with skill and precision as he wove threads of gold and silver into dazzling patterns that shimmered in the light. Mesmerized by Master Alaric's craftsmanship, Layla approached him and expressed her desire to learn the art of weaving. The master weaver studied her with keen eyes and saw a spark of creativity and determination within her. He agreed to take her on as his apprentice, and thus began Layla's journey into the world of weaving. Under Master Alaric's guidance, Layla learned to select the finest threads and dye them with colors that mirrored the hues of the natural world, sapphire blues, emerald greens, and sunset oranges. She mastered the intricate techniques of loom weaving, patiently threading each strand with care and attention to detail. As Layla's skills grew, so too did her imagination. She wove tapestries that depicted scenes of mythical creatures dancing in enchanted forests, kingdoms where noble knights jousted for honor and love, and vibrant marketplaces where merchants traded exotic goods from distant lands. But it was the tapestry she wove for the annual festival that captured the village's heart, a masterpiece that told the story of their town's history, from its humble beginnings as a simple fishing village to its growth into a thriving community of artisans and craftsmen. As the festival approached, villagers gathered in the town square to admire Layla's tapestry, marveling at its beauty and craftsmanship. They traced their fingers along its intricate patterns, imagining themselves walking through the scenes that came to life under Layla's skilled hands. On the day of the festival, Layla unveiled her tapestry with pride, watching as sunlight filtered through its threads, casting a kaleidoscope of colors on the cobblestone square. Villagers applauded and cheered, grateful for the young weaver who had captured the essence of their town in a work of art that would be cherished for generations to come. From that day on, Layla's reputation as a master weaver spread far and wide. She received commissions from nobles and merchants who sought her skillful touch to adorn their homes and halls with tapestries that told stories of love, courage, and the beauty of the natural world. But it was the quiet moments spent in her weaving studio, surrounded by threads of every shade and hue, that brought Layla the greatest joy. There, she continued to weave tapestries that celebrated life's journeys, capturing moments of joy, sorrow, and the timeless thread of human connection that bound them all together. And so, Layla's tapestries became a symbol of creativity, craftsmanship, and the power of storytelling through art. Her legacy as the weaver who brought color and beauty to her town's tapestries continued to inspire future generations of artisans, reminding them of the magic that could be woven with every thread and every stroke of the loom.
Story 20. The Keeper of the Moonstones. In a quiet village nestled at the edge of a deep forest, there lived a young boy named Leo. Leo had always been captivated by stories of magic and adventure, especially tales of ancient artifacts that possessed mystical powers. Little did he know, his own adventure was about to begin. One moonlit night, Leo ventured into the heart of the forest, drawn by a mysterious glow that emanated from a hidden clearing. There, beneath the silvery light of the full moon, he discovered a circle of ancient stones, each one shimmering with a soft, ethereal glow. In the center of the circle lay a collection of moonstones, gems that glowed with a gentle radiance that seemed to reflect the very essence of the moon itself. Leo approached the stones with wonder, feeling a sense of awe and curiosity unlike anything he had ever experienced before. As he reached out to touch one of the moonstones, a voice echoed through the clearing, a voice that seemed to come from deep within the earth itself. "Welcome, Keeper of the Moonstones," the voice whispered, its tone both ancient and wise. Leo looked around, searching for the source of the voice, but saw no one. Instead, he felt a warm sensation spreading through his body, a sensation that filled him with a sense of purpose and belonging. The voice spoke again, revealing that Leo had been chosen to safeguard the moonstones and harness their magic for the good of the village. Each moonstone possessed a unique power, to heal the sick, to bring prosperity to the land, and to protect those who dwelled within its embrace. With the guidance of the mysterious voice, Leo learned to harness the moonstone's powers. He discovered that by channeling his intentions and emotions through the gems, he could create miracles that brought joy and wonder to the villagers. One day, a fierce storm threatened to destroy the village's crops, leaving them without food for the winter ahead. Remembering the moonstone's power to bring prosperity, Leo gathered the villagers in the clearing and placed his hands upon the stones. He closed his eyes and focused his thoughts on abundance and growth, channeling his energy into the moonstones. As he opened his eyes, a gentle rain began to fall, a rain that nourished the thirsty earth and revitalized the wilted crops. The storm clouds parted, revealing a rainbow that arched across the sky, a symbol of hope and renewal for the villagers. From that day on, Leo became known as the Keeper of the Moonstones, a guardian entrusted with the sacred duty of using their magic to bring harmony and balance to the village and its surroundings. He continued to harness the moonstone's powers, creating miracles that inspired awe and gratitude among the villagers. But it was the quiet moments beneath the moonlit sky, surrounded by the gentle glow of the moonstones, that brought Leo the greatest joy. There, he felt a deep connection to the natural world and the ancient wisdom that flowed through it, a connection that reminded him of the interconnectedness of all living things and the enduring power of magic and wonder. And so, Leo's legacy as the Keeper of the Moonstones continued to inspire generations of villagers, reminding them of the magic that could be found in the quiet moments beneath the moonlit sky and the transformative power of believing in the extraordinary possibilities that lay within each of us.
Story 21. The Song of the River. In a tranquil valley embraced by rolling hills and ancient forests, there flowed a river whose waters sang a melody that echoed through the land. This was no ordinary river. It was said to be imbued with the spirit of music itself, its currents weaving melodies that enchanted all who heard them. At the heart of the valley, where the river widened into a serene lake, there lived a young girl named Arya. Arya had always felt a deep connection to the river's song. Its gentle murmurs and playful splashes filled her days with a symphony of sound that inspired her creative spirit. One summer morning, as Arya sat by the river bank, sketching the vibrant wildflowers that dotted the meadow, she heard a new melody woven into the river's song. It was a hauntingly beautiful tune that seemed to beckon her closer, inviting her to uncover its origins. Intrigued by the melody's enchanting allure, Arya followed the river's winding path deep into the heart of the forest. Sunlight filtered through the canopy of ancient trees, dappling the forest floor with patches of golden light. Birds sang melodies of their own, adding their voices to the river's symphony. As Arya ventured further into the forest, she came upon a hidden glade where the river cascaded over smooth stones, creating a shimmering waterfall that sparkled like liquid crystal in the sunlight. There, beside the waterfall, stood a figure cloaked in mist, a spirit of the river who had taken on human form. The spirit introduced herself as Lyra, guardian of the river's song. She explained that the river's melody held the power to stir emotions, inspire creativity, and weave connections between the natural world and those who listened with open hearts. Moved by Arya's reverence for the river's song, Lyra invited her to become her apprentice, to learn the ways of the river and the ancient art of harmonizing with its melodies. Arya eagerly accepted, spending her days immersed in the river's gentle currents, learning to listen not only with her ears but also with her heart. Under Lyra's guidance, Arya discovered that the river's song could evoke emotions that ranged from joy and laughter to sorrow and introspection. She learned to channel her own emotions into melodies that danced upon the river's surface, creating ripples of harmony that resonated with the natural world around her. As Arya's skills grew, so too did her understanding of the valley's interconnectedness with the river. She witnessed how the river nourished the land, providing life-giving waters to the meadows, forests, and creatures that called the valley home. She learned to recognize the subtle changes in the river's song that foretold the shifting seasons and the rhythms of life. One evening, as Arya played a melody of gratitude and reverence beside the river's edge, a gentle rain began to fall, a rain that quenched the thirst of the earth and revitalized the valley's vibrant colors. The river's song mingled with the patter of raindrops, creating a symphony of renewal and growth. From that day on, Arya became known as the Song Weaver, a title that honored her mastery of the river's melody and her ability to harmonize with the natural world. She continued to play beside the river, weaving melodies that celebrated life's beauty and honored the spirit of the valley. And so, Arya's legacy as the Song Weaver continued to inspire generations of villagers, reminding them of the magic that could be found in the river's song and the transformative power of listening with open hearts to the melodies that connected them to the natural world and each other.
Story 22, The Whispering Grove. Deep within a dense forest, where ancient trees stood tall and their roots intertwined like old friends, there lay a grove known as the Whispering Grove. This grove was said to be enchanted, its trees possessing a wisdom that transcended time and a gift for whispering secrets of the past and future to those who sought their counsel. In a nearby village nestled at the edge of the forest, there lived a curious young boy named Lucas. Lucas had always been fascinated by tales of magic and mystery, especially stories about the Whispering Grove and its legendary inhabitants. One day, driven by an irresistible urge to uncover the truth behind the grove's whispers, Lucas embarked on a journey into the heart of the forest. As he ventured deeper into the shadows of towering trees and dappled sunlight, Lucas felt a sense of anticipation building within him. The air grew cooler, and the sounds of the village faded into the rustling of leaves and the calls of birds. After what felt like hours of wandering through the labyrinthine paths of the forest, Lucas stumbled upon a clearing bathed in soft, golden light. In the center of the clearing stood the Whispering Grove, a circle of ancient oak trees whose branches reached towards the sky like outstretched arms. Lucas approached the nearest tree, its bark weathered and gnarled with age. He placed his hand against its trunk, feeling a faint vibration that seemed to pulse with the rhythm of the earth itself. Closing his eyes, Lucas listened intently, hoping to hear the whispers that had drawn him to the grove. At first, all was silent except for the gentle rustling of leaves in the breeze. Then, like a distant echo carried on the wind, Lucas heard a voice that spoke in hushed tones of tales long forgotten and futures yet to unfold. The trees' whispers told of a time when the forest was alive with magic and creatures of myth roamed freely among its shadows. They spoke of heroes who had ventured into the depths of the forest in search of lost treasures and wisdom hidden within its ancient groves. As Lucas listened, he felt a connection to the tree and the stories it shared. He learned of the grove's guardians, spirits of the forest who watched over its secrets and protected its inhabitants from harm. They whispered of the delicate balance between the natural world and the humans who sought to understand its mysteries. Moved by the grove's wisdom, Lucas vowed to honor its legacy and preserve its secrets for future generations. He returned to the village with a heart full of stories and a mind filled with newfound knowledge, sharing the grove's whispers with those who were willing to listen. From that day on, Lucas became known as the Grove Guardian, a title that honored his commitment to protecting the Whispering Grove and its ancient wisdom. He spent his days wandering through the forest, tending to the trees and listening to their whispers as they continued to weave tales of magic and mystery. And so, the Whispering Grove remained a sanctuary for those who sought solace and guidance in the heart of the forest. Its trees continued to whisper secrets of the past and visions of the future to all who were willing to listen, reminding them of the interconnectedness of all living things and the enduring power of nature's wisdom.
Story 23. The Starlight Weaver. In a small village nestled between towering mountains and shimmering lakes, there lived a young girl named Elara. Elara was known for her love of the night sky. She would spend hours gazing at the stars, mesmerized by their twinkling lights and the stories they seemed to whisper to her. One clear summer night, as Elara lay beneath a blanket of stars, she saw a shooting star streak across the heavens like a fiery arrow. Inspired by its beauty and grace, Elara vowed to capture the magic of the stars and weave it into something tangible that could be shared with others. Armed with determination and a heart full of dreams, Elara sought out the village's elderly weaver, Master Orion. Master Orion was renowned for his skill in creating intricate tapestries that depicted scenes of nature's beauty and the village's history. Elara humbly asked to become his apprentice, eager to learn the art of weaving and to capture the essence of the stars in her creations. Under Master Orion's patient guidance, Elara learned to select the finest threads and blend them together in patterns that mirrored the constellations above. She discovered the subtle art of capturing light and shadow, using silver and gold threads to replicate the shimmering brilliance of the stars against the night sky. As Elara's skills grew, so too did her connection to the stars. She spent countless nights studying their positions and movements, memorizing their stories and legends passed down through generations. She learned to weave tapestries that told tales of heroes and heroines who had ventured into the cosmos in search of adventure and discovery. But it was the tapestry she wove for the village's annual festival that captured the hearts of all who beheld it, a masterpiece that depicted the night sky ablaze with constellations and galaxies swirling in cosmic dance. Each star and nebula seemed to come alive under Elara's skilled hands, casting a spell of wonder and awe upon the village. On the night of the festival, villagers gathered in the town square to witness Elara's tapestry unveiled beneath the twinkling stars. Gasps of amazement echoed through the crowd as they traced their fingers along the intricate patterns, marveling at the tapestry's beauty and the skill with which Elara had captured the essence of the stars. From that day on, Elara became known as the Starlight Weaver, a title that honored her mastery of weaving and her ability to capture the magic of the night sky in her creations. She continued to weave tapestries that celebrated the mysteries of the cosmos and inspired others to gaze up at the stars with wonder and curiosity. But it was the quiet moments spent beneath the night sky, surrounded by the gentle glow of her tapestries and the twinkling lights above, that brought Elara the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to the universe and the endless possibilities that lay beyond, a connection that reminded her of the beauty and wonder that could be found in the simple act of looking up at the stars. And so, Elara's legacy as the Starlight Weaver continued to inspire generations of villagers, reminding them of the magic that could be found in the night sky and the transformative power of art to capture the beauty of the cosmos and ignite the imagination.
Story 24. The Painter's Palette. In a vibrant city where colors danced on every street corner and creativity bloomed like wildflowers in spring, there lived a young artist named Mia. Mia's passion for painting knew no bounds. She saw the world through an artist's eyes, finding beauty in the ordinary and magic in the mundane. One sunny afternoon, while strolling through the bustling market square with her easel and paints in tow, Mia stumbled upon an old shop tucked away in a quiet alley. Its sign bore the words, "Master Paints," in elegant script, and its windows displayed a dazzling array of pigments and brushes that seemed to beckon to her. Intrigued by the shop's promise of artistic treasures, Mia entered and was greeted by a kindly old man with twinkling eyes and hands stained with colors of every hue. he introduced himself as Master Luca, a master painter who had spent a lifetime capturing the essence of life on canvas. Master Luca saw something special in Mia's eyes, a spark of creativity and passion that mirrored his own. He invited her to become his apprentice, promising to teach her the secrets of color, light, and shadow that breathed life into every stroke of paint. Under Master Luca's patient guidance, Mia learned to mix pigments with precision, creating a palette that mirrored the hues of the natural world, sunset oranges, ocean blues, and forest greens. She studied the play of light and shadow, discovering how they could transform a blank canvas into a vibrant tapestry of emotions and stories. As Mia's skills grew, so too did her understanding of the city's heartbeat, the rhythms of life that echoed through its bustling streets and quiet corners. She painted scenes that captured the laughter of children playing in sunlit parks, the quiet solitude of early morning markets, and the vibrant chaos of festivals that painted the city in a kaleidoscope of colors. But it was the painting Mia created for the city's annual art exhibition that captured the hearts of all who beheld it, a masterpiece that depicted the city in all its splendor and diversity. Each brushstroke seemed to capture a moment frozen in time, from the gleaming spires of skyscrapers to the cozy cafes where friends gathered over steaming cups of coffee. On the opening night of the exhibition, crowds gathered around Mia's painting, drawn in by its vivid colors and evocative scenes. They marveled at the artist's ability to capture the essence of their beloved city and the emotions that pulsed through its streets. From that day on, Mia became known as the Painter's Palette, a title that honored her mastery of color and her ability to paint with the passion and soul of an artist. She continued to create paintings that celebrated life's beauty and inspired others to see the world through the eyes of an artist. But it was the quiet moments spent in her studio, surrounded by canvases filled with memories and dreams, that brought Mia the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to the city and its inhabitants, a connection that reminded her of the power of art to capture moments of joy, sorrow, and everything in between. And so, Mia's legacy as the Painter's Palette continued to inspire generations of artists and art lovers, reminding them of the magic that could be found in colors and brushstrokes and the transformative power of art to illuminate the beauty of the world around us.
Story 25. The Garden of Whispers. In a quaint village nestled at the edge of a deep, enchanted forest, there bloomed a garden unlike any other. This garden, known as the Garden of Whispers, was said to possess mystical powers. Its flowers whispered secrets of the past, present, and future to those who tended to them with care and reverence. At the heart of the village lived a young girl named Lily. Lily had always been drawn to the beauty of nature. She would spend hours exploring the forest trails, marveling at the delicate wildflowers that carpeted the forest floor and the majestic trees that stretched towards the sky. One spring morning, while wandering through the village square, Lily stumbled upon a hidden path that led her to the Garden of Whispers. As she stepped through the wrought iron gates, she was greeted by a symphony of colors and fragrances that danced upon the breeze. In the center of the garden stood a magnificent fountain surrounded by beds of flowers that shimmered with hues of amethyst, sapphire, and ruby. Each flower seemed to glow with an inner light, as if infused with the very magic of the garden itself. As Lily explored the garden, she noticed that the flowers seemed to respond to her presence. They would sway gently in the breeze and release soft, melodious whispers that tickled her ears. Intrigued by their enchanting song, Lily sat beside the fountain and listened intently, hoping to uncover the secrets hidden within the garden's blooms. To her surprise, the flowers began to reveal tales of love and loss, of triumph and tragedy that had unfolded within the village over generations. They spoke of heroes who had defended their homes from mythical creatures and healers who had used the garden's herbs to cure ailments and bring comfort to the sick. Moved by the garden's stories, Lily vowed to become its caretaker and guardian. She spent her days tending to the flowers, learning their names and the ancient rituals that nurtured their magic. She discovered that each flower possessed unique powers, to bring peace and serenity, to inspire creativity, and to offer guidance to those who sought it. Under Lily's loving care, the Garden of Whispers flourished, its flowers blooming brighter and more vibrant with each passing season. Villagers would visit the garden to seek solace and wisdom, to listen to the flowers' whispers and find comfort in their gentle embrace. One evening, As Lily sat among the blossoms under the light of a full moon, a weary traveler approached the garden gates. The traveler spoke of a long and treacherous journey, seeking guidance and a sense of direction in life's uncertain path. Moved by the traveler's plight, Lily invited them to sit beside her amidst the garden's blooms. She closed her eyes and whispered a silent prayer, channeling the garden's magic into a bouquet of flowers that she placed in the traveler's hands. As the traveler held the flowers, they felt a sense of peace wash over them, a feeling of clarity and understanding that had eluded them for so long. They thanked Lily with tears in their eyes, grateful for the garden's wisdom and the kindness of its caretaker. From that day on, Lily became known as the Guardian of Whispers, a title that honored her dedication to the garden and her ability to harness its magic for the good of the village. She continued to tend to the flowers, sharing their stories and offering guidance to all who sought solace within the garden's tranquil embrace. And so, the Garden of Whispers remained a sanctuary for those who sought wisdom and comfort, its flowers continuing to whisper tales of courage, love, and the enduring magic of nature to all who were willing to listen.
Story 26, The Phoenix's Flight. In a land where mountains kissed the sky and valleys cradled lush forests, there lived a young boy named Kai. Kai had always been captivated by stories of mythical creatures and legendary beasts that soared through the clouds and danced upon the winds. One evening, as Kai sat by the village fire listening to tales of heroes and their daring adventures, an elder storyteller spoke of a majestic creature known as the phoenix. The phoenix was said to be a symbol of rebirth and renewal, its fiery plumage igniting the sky as it soared through the heavens. Enthralled by the tale, Kai vowed to uncover the truth behind the phoenix and witness its flight with his own eyes. He embarked on a journey into the heart of the mountains, guided by whispers of the phoenix's presence in the highest peaks where few dared to venture. After days of trekking through rugged terrain and scaling steep cliffs, Kai reached a hidden valley cradled by towering peaks. There, amidst a shimmering pool fed by cascading waterfalls, he beheld a sight that took his breath away, a phoenix, its wings ablaze with hues of crimson and gold, perched upon a rocky ledge. The phoenix seemed to sense Kai's presence and regarded him with eyes that shimmered like molten gold. Its feathers rustled in the mountain breeze, emitting a soft, melodious hum that filled the valley with a sense of awe and reverence. Mesmerized by the phoenix's beauty, Kai approached cautiously, extending a hand in greeting. To his surprise, the phoenix dipped its head in acknowledgement, its gaze filled with ancient wisdom and understanding. Through a silent exchange of thoughts and emotions, Kai learned of the phoenix's role as a guardian of the mountains, a creature born from fire and ash, embodying the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. The phoenix shared tales of its journeys across the skies, carrying with it the hopes and dreams of those who believed in the power of transformation and resilience. Inspired by the phoenix's resilience and determination, Kai vowed to carry its message of renewal and hope back to his village. He returned with stories of the phoenix's flight and its message of embracing change and overcoming adversity with strength and grace. From that day on, Kai became known as the phoenix's messenger, a title that honored his connection to the mythical creature and his role in sharing its wisdom with the village. He continued to share tales of the phoenix's flight, inspiring others to embrace the power of transformation and to believe in the infinite possibilities that lay within each of them. And so, the legend of the phoenix and its message of rebirth and renewal continued to inspire generations of villagers, reminding them of the resilience of the human spirit and the enduring power of hope, even in the face of life's greatest challenges.
Story 27, The Weaver's Gift. In a bustling town where the rhythm of life echoed through cobbled streets and bustling marketplaces, there lived a young girl named Elena. Elena was known for her nimble fingers and keen eye for detail, skills she had inherited from her grandmother, a master weaver whose tapestries adorned the walls of noble households and humble cottages alike. From a young age, Elena had shown a talent for weaving intricate patterns and vibrant designs. Her grandmother, sensing her potential, had taken her under her wing and taught her the art of weaving with patience and love. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves danced on the breeze and sunlight filtered through the trees, Elena's grandmother presented her with a gift, a loom crafted from the finest oak and adorned with carvings of winding vines and blooming flowers. This loom has been passed down through generations, her grandmother explained, her voice filled with pride. It is a gift from our ancestors, a tool that will allow you to weave dreams into reality and capture the beauty of the world around you. Eleanor's eyes sparkled with gratitude as she ran her fingers over the smooth wood of the loom. She felt a surge of excitement and determination, knowing that she had been entrusted with a legacy that stretched back through time, a legacy of craftsmanship and creativity that had shaped her family's story. Under her grandmother's patient guidance, Eleanor honed her skills as a weaver. She learned to select the finest threads and blend them together in patterns that mirrored the colors of the changing seasons, autumnal golds and russets, winter blues and whites, springtime greens and blossoming pinks. As Eleanor's talent blossomed, so too did her understanding of the stories that could be told through her tapestries. She wove scenes of village life, children playing in sun-dappled meadows, farmers tending to their fields beneath a sky ablaze with sunset hues, and elders sharing wisdom passed down through generations. But it was the tapestry she created for the town's annual harvest festival that captured the hearts of all who beheld it, a masterpiece that depicted the bounty of the land and the spirit of community that thrived within the town's walls. Each thread seemed to shimmer with life, capturing the essence of the season's abundance and the joy of coming together in celebration. On the day of the festival, villagers gathered around Eleanor's tapestry, drawn in by its vibrant colors and intricate details. They marveled at the artist's ability to capture the essence of their town and the spirit of resilience and unity that bound them together. From that day on, Eleanor became known as the Weaver's Legacy, a title that honored her mastery of weaving and her ability to preserve the town's history and traditions through her art. She continued to create tapestries that celebrated life's beauty and inspired others to see the world through the eyes of an artist. But it was the quiet moments spent at her loom, surrounded by skeins of thread and memories woven into each stitch, that brought Eleanor the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to her ancestors and the legacy they had entrusted to her, a connection that reminded her of the power of art to weave together the threads of the past, present, and future into a tapestry of hope and resilience.
Story 28, The Songbird's Melody. In a peaceful village nestled between rolling hills and sunlit meadows, there lived a young boy named Liam. Liam had always been captivated by the beauty of nature, its quiet rhythms and hidden wonders that unfolded beneath the canopy of trees and across the fields of wildflowers. One spring morning, as the village awakened to the chorus of birdsong and the scent of blooming blossoms, Liam ventured into the nearby forest in search of adventure. Guided by the whispering breeze and the playful chatter of woodland creatures, he stumbled upon a grove where sunlight filtered through the leaves in golden streams. In the heart of the grove, perched upon a moss-covered branch, was a tiny songbird with feathers of azure blue and a voice that echoed with the sweetness of honey. Enchanted by its melodious trill, Liam approached cautiously, not wanting to disturb the delicate creature. To his surprise, the songbird regarded him with curious eyes that shimmered like sapphires. Its feathers rustled in the gentle breeze, emitting a soft, melodious hum that filled the grove with a sense of tranquility and wonder. As Liam listened to the songbird's melody, he felt a deep connection to the natural world and the magic that seemed to pulse through every leaf and blade of grass. The songbird's song spoke of freedom and joy, of soaring through limitless skies and dancing upon the wind. Moved by the songbird's enchanting melody, Liam vowed to learn its secrets and share its music with the villagers. He spent his days sitting beneath the grove's ancient oak tree, listening intently to the songbird's songs and learning to mimic its notes with a flute carved from elderwood. Under the songbird's patient guidance, Liam discovered that music had the power to transcend language and communicate emotions that words alone could not express. He learned to play melodies that mirrored the rhythms of nature, the gentle patter of raindrops on leaves, the whisper of wind through the branches, and the laughter of children echoing across the meadows. But it was the song he composed for the village's annual harvest festival that captured the hearts of all who heard it, a melody that celebrated the beauty of the natural world and the spirit of unity and gratitude that bound the villagers together. Each note seemed to shimmer with life, capturing the essence of the season's bounty and the joy of coming together in celebration. On the day of the festival, villagers gathered beneath the grove's ancient oak tree, drawn in by the haunting beauty of Liam's melody and the magic it seemed to evoke. They marveled at the young boy's ability to capture the essence of their village and the deep connection to nature that defined their way of life. From that day on, Liam became known as the Songbird's Apprentice, a title that honored his mastery of music and his ability to channel the natural world's beauty into melodies that touched the soul. He continued to compose songs that celebrated life's wonders and inspired others to listen to the music of the earth with open hearts. But it was the quiet moments spent beneath the grove's ancient oak tree, surrounded by the songbirds' gentle trills and the laughter of villagers dancing in the meadows, that brought Liam the greatest joy. There, he felt a deep connection to the natural world and the magic that bound them together, a connection that reminded him of the power of music to unite hearts and uplift spirits, like the songbird's melody that had first captured his own.
Story 29. The Whispering Brook. In a tranquil valley where wildflowers bloomed and butterflies danced on the breeze, there flowed a crystal-clear brook known as Whispering Brook. Its waters shimmered like liquid silver under the sun, and its gentle murmurs seemed to carry secrets of the ancient forest through the village. At the heart of the village lived a young girl named Maya. Maya had always felt a deep connection to nature. She would spend hours exploring the meadows and woodlands, listening to the rustling leaves and the songs of birds that filled the air. One cool morning, as mist curled around the valley and dew glistened on the grass, Maya ventured to the edge of Whispering Brook. She sat upon a mossy rock beside its banks, entranced by the soft, soothing melody of its waters as they danced over pebbles and around smooth boulders. To Maya's surprise, the brook seemed to respond to her presence. It whispered tales of the ancient forest, where towering trees whispered secrets in the wind and woodland creatures danced beneath the moonlit sky. Its waters spoke of a time when the valley was alive with magic and wonder, and the land was filled with creatures of myth and legend. Moved by the brook's stories, Maya vowed to become its guardian and protector. She spent her days by its banks, learning its rhythms and the secrets it held within its depths. She discovered that each ripple and eddy told a story of the valley's history and the harmony that existed between its inhabitants and the natural world. Under Maya's loving care, Whispering Brook flourished, its waters sparkling brighter and singing sweeter with each passing season. Villagers would come to the brook to seek solace and wisdom, to listen to its whispers and find comfort in its gentle embrace. One evening, as Maya sat beside the brook under the soft glow of twilight, a weary traveler approached its banks. The traveler spoke of a long and arduous journey, seeking guidance and a sense of direction in life's winding path. Moved by the traveler's plight, Maya invited them to sit beside her on the mossy rock. She closed her eyes and whispered a silent prayer, sending her hopes and wishes into the brook's gentle currents. As the traveler dipped their hands into the brook's cool waters, they felt a sense of peace wash over them, a feeling of clarity and understanding that had eluded them for so long. They thanked Maya with tears in their eyes, grateful for the brook's wisdom and the kindness of its caretaker. From that day on, Maya became known as the brook's guardian, a title that honored her dedication to Whispering Brook and her ability to harness its magic for the good of the village. She continued to tend to the brook, sharing its stories and offering guidance to all who sought solace within its tranquil waters. And so, Whispering Brook remained a sanctuary for those who sought wisdom and comfort, its waters continuing to whisper tales of resilience, harmony, and the enduring magic of nature to all who were willing to listen.
Story 30. The Enchanted Forest. In a land where ancient trees whispered tales of old and wildflowers painted the meadows in vibrant hues, there lay an enchanted forest untouched by time. Its depths were shrouded in mystery, and its canopy stretched towards the heavens like a cathedral of green. At the edge of this forest, nestled between towering oak trees and cascading waterfalls, there lived a young girl named Iloan. Iloan had always felt a deep connection to the natural world. She would spend her days exploring the forest's winding trails and listening to the symphony of life that echoed through its leafy corridors. One misty morning, as sunlight filtered through the canopy and dewdrops glistened on spiderwebs, Iloan ventured deeper into the heart of the enchanted forest. Guided by the whispering wind and the playful laughter of woodland creatures, she stumbled upon a clearing where wildflowers bloomed in a riot of colors and butterflies danced on the breeze. In the center of the clearing stood an ancient oak tree, its gnarled roots intertwining with the earth like the threads of an intricate tapestry. Iloan approached cautiously, drawn by the sense of magic that seemed to pulse through the air. To her astonishment, the oak tree stirred as she approached, its branches swaying in a silent greeting. From the depths of its weathered trunk emerged a figure, a woodland sprite with hair the color of autumn leaves and eyes that sparkled like emeralds. The sprite introduced herself as Lyra, guardian of the enchanted forest and keeper of its secrets. She spoke of a time when the forest was alive with magic and wonder, where ancient creatures roamed beneath the canopy and the land was imbued with the essence of nature's power. Moved by Lyra's tales, Iloan vowed to become a guardian of the forest alongside her. She spent her days learning the language of the trees and the songs of the woodland creatures, discovering the hidden pathways that led to secret glades and shimmering pools. Under Lyra's patient guidance, Iloan learned to commune with the spirits of the forest, the gentle whispers of the wind, the laughter of the brooks, and the solemn wisdom of the ancient trees. She discovered that each leaf and blade of grass held a story of resilience and renewal, of the cycle of life that bound all living things together. As the seasons turned and the years passed, Iloan grew into a skilled guardian of the enchanted forest. She learned to heal wounded trees with herbal remedies and to protect the woodland creatures from harm. She befriended sprites and fairies who danced beneath the moonlit sky, their laughter echoing through the forest like chimes in the breeze. But it was the bond she shared with Lyra, her mentor and friend, that brought Iloan the greatest joy. Together, they stood as guardians of the enchanted forest, protecting its magic and nurturing its beauty for generations to come. And so, Iloan's legacy as the forest guardian continued to inspire villagers and travelers alike, reminding them of the magic that could be found in the natural world and the importance of living in harmony with the land. The enchanted forest remained a sanctuary of peace and wonder, its secrets whispered through the rustling leaves and shared among those who cherished its timeless beauty.
Story 31. The Starlight Keeper. In a village nestled at the edge of a sprawling meadow, where wildflowers swayed in the breeze and fireflies danced in the twilight, there lived a young boy named Owen. Owen had always been fascinated by the mysteries of the night sky, its twinkling stars that painted constellations across the velvet canvas and the moon that bathed the world in silver light. One clear summer evening, as Owen lay beneath a blanket of stars, he spotted a shooting star streaking across the heavens. Inspired by its fleeting beauty, he vowed to uncover the secrets of the night sky and unravel the tales that were written among the stars. Guided by his passion for astronomy, Owen spent his days studying ancient star maps and observing celestial patterns. He learned to navigate the night sky with a telescope crafted from polished oak and lenses that captured the brilliance of distant galaxies and nebulae. One moonlit night, as Owen gazed through his telescope at the shimmering expanse above, he noticed a faint glow emanating from a cluster of stars in the northern sky. Intrigued by this celestial anomaly, he embarked on a journey to uncover its origin and significance. After weeks of meticulous observation and research, Owen discovered that the glow was caused by a rare phenomenon known as the Starlight Keeper, a celestial being tasked with guiding lost souls through the cosmos and illuminating the path of travelers on their journey through life. Moved by the Starlight Keeper's mission of guidance and illumination, Owen vowed to assist the celestial being in its quest. He spent his nights mapping the stars and deciphering the messages hidden within their twinkling light, learning to read the language of the cosmos and the stories that were written among the constellations. Under the Starlight Keeper's patient guidance, Owen discovered that each star held a story of love and loss, of triumph and perseverance, and of the interconnectedness of all living things beneath the vast canopy of the universe. He learned to interpret the whispers of the stars and to offer solace to those who sought guidance in times of uncertainty. As Owen's understanding of the night sky deepened, so too did his connection to the Starlight Keeper. Together, they traversed the celestial realms, guiding lost souls and illuminating the paths of travelers with the light of 1,000 stars. But it was the bond he shared with the Starlight Keeper, a guardian of the cosmos and a keeper of ancient wisdom, that brought Owen the greatest joy. Together, they stood as beacons of hope and guidance, their light shining brightly across the universe and reminding all who beheld it of the beauty and wonder that lay beyond the stars. And so, Owen's legacy as the Starlight Seeker continued to inspire generations of stargazers and dreamers, reminding them of the magic that could be found in the night sky and the timeless wisdom whispered among the stars. His journey with the Starlight Keeper remained a testament to the power of curiosity, perseverance, and the enduring spirit of exploration that bound humanity to the cosmos.
Story 32, The Lighthouse Keeper's Promise. Along a rugged coastline where cliffs met the crashing waves and seagulls called out in the salty air, there stood a solitary lighthouse known as Beacon Point. Its weathered stones had withstood the test of time, guiding sailors safely through stormy seas and fog-shrouded nights for generations. At the heart of Beacon Point lived a lighthouse keeper named Thomas. Thomas had dedicated his life to tending the beacon, a responsibility passed down through his family for centuries. He felt a deep connection to the sea and the guiding light that offered hope and safety to ships navigating treacherous waters. One stormy night, as wind howled and waves pounded against the cliffs, Thomas spotted a ship struggling in the tempestuous sea. Guided by the lighthouse's steady beam, he sprang into action, signaling warnings to the crew and guiding them away from treacherous rocks. Through sheer determination and unwavering resolve, Thomas managed to rescue the crew and bring them safely ashore. Among the grateful survivors was a young sailor named Amelia, whose courage and gratitude touched Thomas' heart. Moved by their chance encounter, Thomas and Amelia formed a bond forged by the sea's tumultuous embrace and the lighthouse's steadfast guidance. They spent their days exploring the rugged coastline, discovering hidden coves and watching dolphins play in the surf. But it was the promise they made beneath the lighthouse's watchful gaze that sealed their fate, a promise to cherish each moment and to stand by one another through calm seas and stormy skies. As seasons turned and years passed, Thomas and Amelia continued to tend to Beacon Point, their love for the sea and each other growing stronger with each passing day. They weathered storms together, their bond as unyielding as the lighthouse that stood sentinel over their lives. But it was the quiet moments spent beneath the lighthouse's comforting glow, surrounded by the crashing waves and the salty breeze, that brought Thomas and Amelia the greatest joy. There, they felt a deep connection to the sea and the guiding light that had brought them together, a connection that reminded them of the power of love, loyalty, and the enduring spirit of the ocean. And so, Thomas' legacy as the lighthouse keeper continued to inspire sailors and travelers alike, reminding them of the beacon of hope that stood steadfast against the tumultuous sea. His journey with Amelia remained a testament to the power of love, courage, and the promise that bound their hearts together beneath the guiding light of Beacon Point.
Story 33, The Moonlit Sonata. In a quiet village nestled among rolling hills and whispering pines, there lived a young girl named Clara. Clara was known for her love of music. Her fingers danced across piano keys like butterflies in a garden, weaving melodies that captured the beauty of the world around her. One starlit night, as silver moonbeams bathed the village in their soft glow and crickets sang in the meadows, Clara ventured to the village square where an old grand piano stood beneath an ancient oak tree. The piano had been a gift from generations past, its ivory keys weathered by time yet still whispering tales of love and loss, joy and sorrow. Drawn by the allure of music and the enchantment of the moonlit night, Clara seated herself at the piano's bench. Her fingers brushed against the keys, evoking a haunting melody that seemed to echo through the village like a gentle breeze. To Clara's surprise, a figure emerged from the shadows, a mysterious stranger with eyes the color of midnight and a smile that held the secrets of 1,000 stars. He introduced himself as Elias, a wandering musician who had traveled far and wide in search of inspiration and the music that stirred the soul. Moved by Clara's melody and the depth of her passion for music, Elias offered to accompany her on a journey of discovery and creativity. Together, they spent their days exploring the village's hidden corners and its untold stories, weaving them into symphonies that resonated with the hearts of all who listened. Under Elias' guidance, Clara discovered the power of music to transcend language and communicate emotions that words alone could not express. She learned to compose melodies that mirrored the rhythms of nature, the gentle patter of rain on leaves, the whisper of wind through the branches, and the laughter of children echoing across the meadows. But it was the moonlit sonata they composed together that captured the hearts of all who heard it, a masterpiece that celebrated the beauty of the night sky and the magic of music that bound Clara and Elias' hearts together. Each note seemed to shimmer with life, capturing the essence of the moonlit night and the promise of endless possibilities that lay ahead. On the night of the village's annual music festival, Clara and Elias stood beneath the ancient oak tree, their hands entwined as they played their moonlit sonata for the gathered villagers. They watched as faces lit up with wonder and hearts swelled with emotion, moved by the music's ability to touch their souls and unite them in harmony. From that night on, Clara and Elias became known as the village's musical enchanters, a title that honored their gift for creating melodies that spoke to the human spirit and inspired dreams of a brighter tomorrow. They continued to compose music that celebrated life's beauty and the joy of creating together, their bond as inseparable as the music that flowed from their hearts. And so, Clara's legacy as the Moonlit Sonata's composer continued to inspire generations of musicians and dreamers, reminding them of the power of music to unite hearts and illuminate the world with its timeless beauty. Her journey with Elias remained a testament to the magic of music, the enchantment of moonlit nights, and the enduring power of love and creativity.
Story 34, The Painter's Masterpiece. In a picturesque town nestled between rolling hills and sun-kissed vineyards, there lived a young artist named Isabella. Isabella had always been captivated by the beauty of the natural world, the vibrant colors of blooming flowers, the tranquil hues of sunrise over the mountains, and the playful dance of light and shadow across landscapes. From a young age, Isabella displayed a remarkable talent for painting. Her brushstrokes were bold and expressive, capturing the essence of her surroundings with a grace and sensitivity that belied her years. Inspired by the works of the old masters and the beauty that surrounded her, she spent her days creating canvases that shimmered with life and emotion. One crisp autumn morning, as golden leaves carpeted the cobblestone streets and the air was fragrant with the scent of apples and cinnamon, Isabella received a letter that would change her life forever. It was an invitation from the prestigious Academy of Fine Arts in the bustling city of Verona, a rare opportunity to study under the guidance of renowned painters and to hone her skills as an artist. Filled with excitement and determination, Isabella bid farewell to her family and friends and set off for Verona. The city's bustling markets and majestic architecture dazzled her, but it was the Academy's hallowed halls and vast studios that filled her heart with anticipation. Under the mentorship of Master Antonio, a celebrated painter known for his mastery of light and color, Isabella honed her craft with diligence and passion. She learned to mix pigments with precision and to capture the subtleties of form and expression with each stroke of her brush. But it was the painting she created for the Academy's annual exhibition that would leave an indelible mark on the art world, a masterpiece that depicted the beauty of her hometown and the spirit of its inhabitants. Isabella spent countless hours in her studio, blending colors and shaping forms until the canvas glowed with a luminous intensity that seemed to transcend reality. Her painting, titled Harvest in the Valley, captured the essence of autumn in her beloved town, the sun-dappled vineyards ablaze with golden foliage, farmers tending to their grapevines beneath a sky painted in shades of azure and lavender, and villagers gathering in the town square to celebrate the season's bounty. On the opening night of the exhibition, art enthusiasts and critics alike gathered to marvel at Isabella's masterpiece. They were captivated by the painting's vibrant colors and evocative composition, moved by its ability to evoke a sense of nostalgia and wonder. As Isabella stood before her painting, surrounded by admirers and accolades, she felt a profound sense of gratitude and fulfillment. Her journey from a small-town artist to a celebrated painter had been marked by challenges and triumphs, but it was her passion for capturing the beauty of the world around her that had guided her every brushstroke. From that day on, Isabella's name became synonymous with artistic excellence and creativity. She continued to create paintings that celebrated life's beauty and inspired others to see the world through the eyes of an artist. But it was the quiet moments spent in her studio, surrounded by canvases that captured the essence of her journey and the spirit of her hometown, that brought Isabella the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to her roots and the landscapes that had shaped her as an artist, a connection that reminded her of the power of art to transcend time and touch the hearts of all who beheld it.
Story 35, The Weaver's Tapestry. In a bustling village nestled at the foot of towering mountains, where rivers carved paths through lush valleys and wildflowers painted the meadows in vibrant hues, there lived a skilled weaver named Elena. Elena had inherited the art of weaving from her grandmother, a master weaver known for creating tapestries that captured the essence of the natural world. From a young age, Elena displayed a remarkable talent for weaving. Her nimble fingers danced across the loom, intertwining threads of gold, silver, and silk with a precision and grace that mesmerized all who watched. Inspired by the landscapes that surrounded her, the majestic peaks, cascading waterfalls, and tranquil forests, she spent her days crafting tapestries that shimmered with life and color. One crisp spring morning, as blossoms bloomed along the riverbanks and birdsong filled the air, Elena received a visit from a wealthy merchant named Marco. Marco had heard tales of Elena's exquisite tapestries and wished to commission a masterpiece for his grand estate in the nearby city. Filled with excitement and determination, Elena set to work on Marco's commission. She spent weeks sketching designs and selecting the finest materials, threads dyed with rare botanical extracts, shimmering threads of silver and gold, and silk as smooth as the petals of a rose. But it was the design inspired by the village's annual festival that captured Elena's imagination, a tapestry that depicted villagers dancing beneath a starlit sky, their faces illuminated by the glow of lanterns and the warmth of laughter. For months, Elena worked tirelessly in her studio, weaving together threads of memory and imagination. She captured the vibrant hues of autumn leaves, the delicate petals of spring flowers, and the tranquil blues of mountain lakes with a skill and sensitivity that surpassed even her grandmother's artistry. As the tapestry took shape, villagers gathered in Elena's studio to marvel at its beauty and complexity. They were captivated by the tapestry's rich colors and intricate details, moved by its ability to evoke a sense of nostalgia and wonder. On the day of the tapestry's unveiling at Marco's estate, guests from far and wide gathered to admire Elena's masterpiece. They were enchanted by the tapestry's depiction of village life and the spirit of community that it celebrated. As Elena stood before her creation, surrounded by admirers and accolades, she felt a profound sense of gratitude and fulfillment. Her journey from a humble village weaver to a celebrated artist had been marked by challenges and triumphs, but it was her passion for capturing the beauty of her surroundings that had guided her every thread. From that day on, Elena's name became synonymous with artistic excellence and creativity. She continued to weave tapestries that celebrated life's beauty and inspired others to see the world through the eyes of an artist. But it was the quiet moments spent in her studio, surrounded by looms that captured the essence of her journey and the spirit of her village, that brought Elena the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to her roots and the landscapes that had shaped her as an artist, a connection that reminded her of the power of art to transcend time and touch the hearts of all who beheld it.
Story 36, The Clockmaker's Legacy. In a quaint town nestled among rolling hills and whispering forests, there lived a master clockmaker named Benjamin. Benjamin's workshop, nestled between ancient oak trees and blooming gardens, was a heaven of ticking mechanisms and intricate gears that marked the passage of time with precision and grace. From a young age, Benjamin had displayed an innate talent for crafting timepieces. His nimble fingers danced across brass and silver, assembling gears and springs with a skill and finesse that belied his tender years. Inspired by the rhythms of nature, the gentle sway of branches in the wind, the steady flow of rivers, and the march of seasons, he spent his days creating clocks that captured the essence of time itself. One crisp autumn morning, as leaves rustled beneath his feet and sunlight filtered through the canopy above, Benjamin received a visit from a wealthy nobleman named Lord Aldridge. Lord Aldridge had heard tales of Benjamin's exquisite craftsmanship and wished to commission a grand clock for his ancestral estate. Filled with excitement and determination, Benjamin set to work on Lord Aldridge's commission. He spent weeks sketching designs and selecting the finest materials, gleaming brass for the casing, intricate gears of silver and gold, and a pendulum that swung with the steady heartbeat of time. But it was the design inspired by the town's annual festival that captured Benjamin's imagination, a clock that depicted villagers dancing beneath a starlit sky, their faces aglow with the warmth of lantern light and the joy of celebration. For months, Benjamin worked tirelessly in his workshop, refining each gear and calibrating each mechanism with meticulous care. He imbued the clock with the spirit of the festival, the vibrant colors of dancers' costumes, the intricate patterns of swirling skirts, and the joyous laughter that echoed through the town square. As the clock took shape, villagers gathered in Benjamin's workshop to marvel at its beauty and complexity. They were captivated by its melodic chimes and intricate movements, moved by its ability to capture the spirit of community and celebration. On the day of the clock's unveiling at Lord Aldridge's estate, guests from far and wide gathered to admire Benjamin's masterpiece. They were enchanted by the clock's craftsmanship and its depiction of village life, a testament to Benjamin's skill as a master clockmaker and storyteller. As Benjamin stood before his creation, surrounded by admirers and accolades, he felt a profound sense of pride and fulfillment. His journey from a humble apprentice to a celebrated artist had been marked by challenges and triumphs, but it was his passion for capturing the essence of time and community that had guided him every tick of the way. From that day on, Benjamin's name became synonymous with craftsmanship and creativity. He continued to craft timepieces that celebrated life's beauty and inspired others to cherish each moment as it passed. But it was the quiet moments spent in his workshop, surrounded by clocks that marked the passage of time and captured the spirit of his town, that brought Benjamin the greatest joy. There, he felt a deep connection to his craft and the landscapes that had shaped him as an artist, a connection that reminded him of the power of creativity to transcend time and touch the hearts of all who beheld it.
Story 37. The Starlight Ballerina. In a bustling city where skyscrapers kissed the clouds and neon lights painted the night sky, there lived a young girl named Sophia. Sophia's heart beat to the rhythm of dance, her every step a graceful expression of joy and passion that illuminated the stage like starlight. From a tender age, Sophia had dreamed of becoming a ballerina. Her days were spent in the studio, where she twirled and leaped with the elegance of a swan, her feet barely touching the floor as if guided by the whispering breeze. Inspired by the beauty of music and the art of movement, she dedicated herself to mastering the delicate balance between strength and grace. One enchanted evening, as city lights shimmered like jewels and the sound of laughter filled the air, Sophia received an invitation that would change her life forever. It was a golden ticket to the prestigious Starlight Ballet Academy, an opportunity to train under the guidance of renowned dancers and choreographers in a world where dreams took flight. Filled with excitement and determination, Sophia bid farewell to her family and embarked on a journey to the academy. Its grand halls echoed with the stories of dancers who had graced its stages, their legacies woven into the very fabric of its walls. Sophia's heart swelled with anticipation as she stepped into the studio, where the scent of rosin and the echo of piano keys filled the air. Under the watchful eye of Madame Celeste, a prime ballerina whose grace and poise were legendary, Sophia immersed herself in the world of ballet. She honed her technique with discipline and dedication, mastering pirouettes and arabesques that carried her across the stage like a shooting star. But it was the role of the Starlight Ballerina that captured Sophia's imagination, a role that embodied the essence of grace, beauty, and perseverance. With each rehearsal, she breathed life into the character, her movements weaving a tapestry of emotions that stirred hearts and kindled dreams. As the night of the Starlight Ball approached, anticipation swirled through the academy like a whirlwind. Dancers adorned in shimmering costumes and sparkling tiaras gathered backstage, their hearts fluttering with excitement and nerves. Sophia stood in the wings, her heart pounding with a mixture of exhilaration and reverence for the role she was about to embody. When the curtains rose and the music swelled, Sophia stepped into the spotlight with a presence that commanded the stage. Her every movement was a symphony of elegance and passion, her feet gliding across the stage as if tracing constellations in the sky. The audience held its breath, captivated by the grace and beauty of the Starlight Ballerina, who danced as if she had been born from the heavens themselves. As the final notes of the music faded into the night, thunderous applause filled the theater, echoing Sophia's triumph and the realization of her childhood dream. Tears of joy streamed down her cheeks as she took her bows, surrounded by the love and admiration of her fellow dancers and the audience who had witnessed her journey unfold. From that night on, Sophia's name became synonymous with grace and artistry in the world of ballet. She continued to dance with a passion that transcended words, inspiring others to reach for the stars and follow their dreams with unwavering determination. But it was the quiet moments spent in the studio, surrounded by the echoes of music and the memories of her journey, that brought Sophia the greatest joy. There, she felt a deep connection to her art and the spirit of the Starlight Ballerina, a connection that reminded her of the power of dance to illuminate the soul and inspire dreams that danced among the stars.
Story 38. The Whispering Willow. In a serene village nestled beside a winding river, where willow trees brushed the water's edge and dappled sunlight danced on cobblestone paths, there lived a young girl named Lily. Lily's heart swelled with a love for nature. Her days were spent exploring the woods, listening to the whispers of the wind through the leaves, and marveling at the beauty that surrounded her. From a young age, Lily had a special bond with a majestic willow tree that stood at the heart of the village. Its sprawling branches swayed like a gentle embrace, offering shade to villagers who sought solace beneath its verdant canopy. Inspired by the tree's quiet strength and timeless beauty, Lily often found herself sitting beneath its branches, where she would read, sketch, and dream of adventures yet to come. One tranquil afternoon, as sunlight filtered through the willow's leaves and birdsong filled the air, Lily discovered a weathered journal tucked among the tree's roots. Its pages were filled with handwritten notes and sketches that spoke of a mysterious treasure hidden somewhere within the village, a treasure rumored to grant its discoverer a wish of boundless possibility. Intrigued by the journal's tales and the promise of adventure, Lily embarked on a quest to uncover the village's secrets and unlock the treasure's mysteries. Armed with determination and a heart full of curiosity, she followed the clues hidden within the journal's pages, symbols etched into stone, riddles whispered by ancient winds, and stories passed down through generations. As Lily delved deeper into the village's history, she uncovered tales of bravery and resilience, of friendships forged in the face of adversity, and of love that transcended time and distance. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true treasure lay not in riches but in the bonds that united the village as a community. Guided by the wisdom of the whispering willow and the courage of those who came before her, Lily embarked on a journey of self-discovery and enlightenment. She learned to trust in the guidance of her heart, to cherish the beauty of each passing moment, and to embrace the power of hope and possibility. On a starlit night beneath the willow tree's branches, surrounded by villagers who had joined her quest, Lily uncovered the final clue that led her to the treasure's hiding place, a shimmering pool nestled within the willow's roots, reflecting the moon's gentle glow. As she dipped her hand into the cool waters, Lily felt a surge of warmth and wonder fill her heart. She closed her eyes and made her wish, a wish not for riches or fame, but for the village to forever flourish in peace and harmony, its stories and traditions passed down through generations like the rustling leaves of the whispering willow. From that night on, Lily's name became woven into the tapestry of the village's history, a heroine who had unlocked the treasure of unity and understanding. She continued to cherish the willow tree as a symbol of strength and resilience, a reminder of the power of stories to connect hearts and inspire dreams that reached for the sky. And so, the whispering willow stood sentinel over the village, its branches swaying in the breeze like a guardian of secrets and dreams. Beneath its boughs, villagers gathered to share tales of adventure and discovery, their hearts lifted by the enduring spirit of Lily's quest and the timeless wisdom of the whispering willow.
Story 39, The Songbird's Melody. In a tranquil meadow where wildflowers swayed in the breeze and sunlight painted patterns on the grass, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya's heart was filled with a love for music. Her days were spent listening to the symphony of nature, where birdsong blended with the rustling of leaves and the gentle murmur of streams. From a tender age, Maya had discovered her gift for singing. Her voice soared like a lark at dawn, weaving melodies that carried the essence of joy and longing to all who listened. Inspired by the beauty of the natural world and the power of music to evoke emotions, she spent her days singing among the meadow's blossoms, where her voice echoed like a gentle caress on the wind. One serene morning, as dewdrops glistened on petals and butterflies danced in the sunlight, Maya stumbled upon an old music box hidden beneath the shade of a towering oak tree. Its intricate carvings depicted scenes of woodland creatures and starlit skies, a testament to the craftsmanship of its creator and the magic that dwelled within. Intrigued by the music box's enchanting beauty and the promise of its melodies, Maya embarked on a journey to uncover its secrets and unlock the songs that lay dormant within its wooden heart. Guided by the whispers of the wind and the rhythm of her own heart, she traced the music box's origins through forgotten tales and ancient legends passed down through generations. As Maya delved deeper into the mysteries of the music box, she unearthed stories of love and loss, of dreams woven into melodies that transcended time and space. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the music box itself but in the emotions and memories it evoked. Armed with courage and determination, Maya embarked on a quest to share the music box's melodies with the world, believing that its songs held the power to heal hearts and uplift spirits. She sang beneath the oak tree's branches, where villagers gathered to listen to her voice blend with the music box's enchanting tunes. On a moonlit night beneath the starlit sky, Maya uncovered the final melody hidden within the music box, a hauntingly beautiful song that echoed through the meadow like a gentle breeze. As she sang, her voice intertwined with the music box's melodies, creating a symphony of harmony and emotion that touched the souls of all who listened. From that night on, Maya's name became synonymous with the songbird's melody, a voice that carried the beauty of nature and the power of music to every corner of the world. She continued to sing beneath the oak tree's branches, where her melodies resonated with the spirit of the music box and the timeless magic of stories told through song. And so, the music box remained a cherished treasure in the village, its melodies echoing through generations like whispers of love and dreams. Beneath the oak tree's canopy, villagers gathered to listen to Maya's songs, their hearts lifted by the enduring spirit of the songbird's melody and the timeless beauty of music that connected hearts and inspired dreams that soared beyond the horizon.
Story 40. The Painter's Palette. In a quiet town nestled between rolling hills and winding rivers, where sunsets painted the sky in hues of gold and crimson, there lived a young artist named Lucas. Lucas' heart beat with a passion for painting. His days were spent capturing the beauty of nature on canvas, where every brushstroke told a story of light and color. From a tender age, Lucas had discovered his gift for art. His paintings shimmered with the brilliance of sunrise over misty mountains, the tranquility of forests bathed in moonlight, and the play of shadows on cobblestone streets. Inspired by the ever-changing canvas of the world around him, he spent his days sketching in meadows, painting by rivers, and finding beauty in the simplest of moments. One serene afternoon, as dappled sunlight filtered through the leaves and birdsong filled the air, Lucas stumbled upon an old paint palette hidden beneath the roots of a towering oak tree. Its wooden surface bore traces of colors long dried, remnants of landscapes and portraits that spoke of the artist's skill and the stories woven into each stroke. Intrigued by the paint palette's mysterious beauty and the promise of its colors, Lucas embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the paintings that lay dormant within its worn surface. Guided by the whispers of nature and the rhythm of his own heart, he traced the paint palette's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of villagers who remembered its creator. As Lucas delved deeper into the mysteries of the paint palette, he unearthed stories of passion and perseverance, of dreams captured on canvas and emotions immortalized in color. Each discovery brought him closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the paint palette itself but in the stories and emotions it evoked. Armed with inspiration and determination, Lucas set out to share the paint palette's colors with the world, believing that its hues held the power to stir hearts and ignite imaginations. He painted beneath the oak tree's branches, where villagers gathered to watch his brush dance across the canvas, bringing to life landscapes and portraits that shimmered with the essence of nature and the spirit of the paint palette. On a starlit night beneath the canvas of the sky, Lucas uncovered the final painting hidden within the paint palette, a masterpiece that captured the beauty of the town and the dreams of its inhabitants. As he painted, his brush glided across the canvas, blending colors and textures to create a tapestry of light and shadow that spoke of love, hope, and the passage of time. From that night on, Lucas' name became synonymous with the painter's palette, a testament to his ability to capture the beauty of the world and the power of art to transcend words. He continued to paint beneath the oak tree's branches, where his canvases resonated with the spirit of the paint palette and the timeless magic of stories told through color. And so, the paint palette remained a cherished treasure in the town, its colors echoing through generations like whispers of inspiration and dreams. Beneath the oak tree's canopy, villagers gathered to admire Lucas' paintings, their hearts uplifted by the enduring spirit of the painter's palette and the timeless beauty of art that connected souls and inspired dreams that stretched beyond the horizon.
Story 41. The Curious Explorer. In a bustling city where skyscrapers stretched toward the heavens and bustling streets echoed with the rhythm of life, there lived a young boy named Leo. Leo's heart brimmed with curiosity. His days were spent exploring hidden nooks and crannies, uncovering secrets whispered by the city's ancient walls and bustling markets. From a tender age, Leo had nurtured a fascination for discovery. His eyes sparkled with wonder as he navigated labyrinthine alleyways, scaled towering rooftops, and listened intently to the tales spun by street vendors and wise elders alike. Inspired by the mysteries waiting to be uncovered, he spent his days immersed in the city's tapestry of cultures, colors, and stories. One vibrant afternoon, amidst the hustle and bustle of a lively marketplace where spices perfumed the air and laughter filled every corner, Leo stumbled upon an old map tucked within the pages of an antique book. Its faded parchment bore cryptic symbols and faded ink, a testament to journeys undertaken and treasures hidden within the city's labyrinthine streets. Intrigued by the map's mysterious allure and the promise of adventure, Leo embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the paths that lay dormant within its weathered folds. Guided by the whispers of history and the pulse of his own curiosity, he traced the map's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of traders who frequented the marketplace. As Leo delved deeper into the mysteries of the map, he unearthed stories of courage and camaraderie, of dreams pursued and fortunes found in the unlikeliest of places. Each discovery brought him closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true treasure lay not in riches but in the friendships forged and the lessons learned along the way. Armed with determination and a spirit of exploration, Leo set out to traverse the map's intricate pathways, believing that its trails held the power to unveil hidden wonders and ancient secrets. He ventured through bustling bazaars and quiet courtyards, where the city's history unfolded like chapters in a grand adventure. On a moonlit night beneath the city's skyline, Leo uncovered the final clue hidden within the map, a forgotten courtyard where stories whispered in the shadows and echoes of the past lingered in the air. As he stood amidst crumbling arches and blooming vines, he felt a sense of fulfillment wash over him, a testament to the journey taken and the discoveries made along the way. From that night on, Leo's name became synonymous with the curious explorer, a seeker of knowledge and champion of discovery. He continued to wander the city's streets and alleys, where each corner held the promise of new beginnings and the allure of stories waiting to be told. And so, the old map remained a cherished artifact in Leo's collection, its pathways echoing through generations like whispers of adventure and dreams. Amidst the city's bustling streets, Leo found solace in the thrill of exploration and the timeless magic of stories that sparked imaginations and inspired dreams that stretched beyond the horizon.
Story 42, The Moonlit Guardian. In a quiet village nestled between mist-covered mountains and whispering forests, where moonlight painted silver paths on cobblestone streets, there lived a young girl named Elara. Elara's heart glowed with a love for storytelling. Her days were spent weaving tales that echoed through the village like whispers carried on the night breeze. From a tender age, Elara had discovered her gift for words. Her stories shimmered with the magic of legends spun from moonbeams, adventures whispered by ancient trees, and the dreams of villagers who sought solace in her tales. Inspired by the mysteries of the natural world and the power of imagination, she spent her days crafting narratives that stirred hearts and sparked imaginations. One enchanting evening, as stars twinkled overhead and the village slumbered beneath her blanket of dreams, Elara stumbled upon an old tome hidden within the shelves of the village library. Its leather-bound cover bore symbols of forgotten languages and celestial maps, a testament to journeys undertaken and secrets whispered by the moonlit guardian who watched over the village. Intrigued by the tome's mysterious allure and the promise of its stories, Elara embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the legends that lay dormant within its weathered pages. Guided by the wisdom of elders and the flickering glow of candlelight, she traced the tome's origins through tales passed down through generations and the memories of villagers who had heard whispers of its existence. As Elara delved deeper into the mysteries of the tome, she unearthed stories of courage and compassion, of dreams woven into constellations and destinies shaped by the dance of moonlight on forest paths. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the tome itself but in the stories and wisdom it held. Armed with inspiration and a heart filled with wonder, Elara set out to share the tome's tales with the village, believing that its pages held the power to unite hearts and illuminate minds. She gathered beneath the ancient oak tree's branches, where villagers listened with rapt attention to her voice as it wove through the air, bringing to life legends of heroes and heroines who defied darkness and embraced the light. On a starlit night beneath the canopy of the sky, Elara uncovered the final story hidden within the tome, a tale of the moonlit guardian who watched over the village with unwavering devotion. As she read aloud, her voice echoed through the village, carrying the essence of legends and the timeless magic of stories that connected hearts and inspired dreams. From that night on, Elara's name became synonymous with the Moonlit Guardian, a storyteller who illuminated minds and hearts with the power of words. She continued to gather beneath the ancient oak tree's branches, where villagers found solace in the tales she spun and the wisdom she shared. And so, the old tome remained a cherished treasure in the village, its stories echoing through generations like whispers of the Moonlit Guardian's watchful gaze and the enduring spirit of storytelling that connected souls and inspired dreams that reached for the stars.
Story 43. The Weaver's Tapestry. In a quiet village nestled between rolling hills and winding rivers, where wildflowers swayed in the breeze and the scent of fresh-baked bread filled the air, there lived a young girl named Anna. Anna's heart thrummed with a passion for weaving. Her days were spent creating intricate patterns that mirrored the beauty of the natural world and captured the essence of village life. From a tender age, Anna had discovered her gift for crafting textiles. Her loom clicked rhythmically as she wove threads of gold and silver, crimson and azure, into tapestries that adorned the village's cottages and halls. Inspired by the colors of dawn and the stories whispered by the wind, she spent her days surrounded by skeins of wool and the hum of the loom. One serene morning, as sunlight filtered through the leaves and birdsong filled the air, Anna stumbled upon an old loom hidden within the attic of her grandmother's cottage. Its wooden frame bore traces of threads long woven, remnants of tapestries that spoke of journeys undertaken and dreams spun into patterns. Intrigued by the loom's mysterious beauty and the promise of its patterns, Anna embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the tapestries that lay dormant within its aged threads. Guided by the stories of elders and the rustling of leaves outside her window, she traced the loom's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of villagers who remembered its creator. As Anna delved deeper into the mysteries of the loom, she unearthed stories of love and loss, of dreams woven into patterns that captured the village's history and the spirit of its inhabitants. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true artistry lay not in the threads themselves but in the stories and emotions they conveyed. Armed with inspiration and a skilled hand, Anna set out to share the loom's patterns with the world, believing that its tapestries held the power to unite hearts and preserve memories. She wove beneath the cottage's eaves, where villagers gathered to watch her shuttle fly through the warp, bringing to life landscapes and portraits that shimmered with the essence of village life. On a moonlit night beneath the canopy of stars, Anna uncovered the final tapestry hidden within the loom, a masterpiece that depicted the village's history and the dreams of its inhabitants. As she wove, her hands moved with practiced grace, blending colors and textures to create a tapestry that spoke of unity, resilience, and the passage of time. From that night on, Anna's name became synonymous with the weaver's tapestry, a testament to her ability to capture the beauty of life and the power of art to transcend words. She continued to weave beneath the cottage's eaves, where her tapestries resonated with the spirit of the loom and the timeless magic of stories told through patterns. And so, the old loom remained a cherished heirloom in Anna's cottage, its threads echoing through generations like whispers of history and dreams. Beneath the village's starlit sky, villagers gathered to admire Anna's tapestries, their hearts uplifted by the enduring spirit of the weaver's tapestry and the timeless beauty of art that connected souls and inspired dreams that stretched beyond the horizon.
Story 44. The Starlight Dreamer. In a quaint village nestled amidst rolling meadows and whispering forests, where fireflies danced on summer evenings and the night sky shimmered with a tapestry of stars, there lived a young boy named Oliver. Oliver's heart brimmed with a love for astronomy. His nights were spent gazing at the heavens, where constellations wove tales of heroes and galaxies beckoned with promises of exploration. From a tender age, Oliver had nurtured a fascination for the cosmos. His eyes sparkled with wonder as he traced the paths of shooting stars, charted the phases of the moon, and sought answers to the mysteries that unfolded in the depths of the universe. Inspired by the boundless expanse of space and the promise of discovery, he spent his days studying the night sky and dreaming of journeys among the stars. One clear night, as moonlight bathed the village in a silver glow and crickets serenaded the earth, Oliver stumbled upon an old telescope tucked within the attic of his grandfather's farmhouse. Its polished lenses bore traces of starlight and the whispers of distant planets, a testament to voyages undertaken and secrets hidden among the cosmos. Intrigued by the telescope's mysterious allure and the promise of its revelations, Oliver embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the wonders that lay beyond its lenses. Guided by the wisdom of ancient astronomers and the twinkling of distant stars, he traced the telescope's origins through forgotten star charts and the memories of villagers who remembered its creator. As Oliver delved deeper into the mysteries of the telescope, he unearthed stories of courage and curiosity, of dreams woven into constellations and destinies shaped by the dance of celestial bodies. Each discovery brought him closer to the heart of the mystery and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the telescope itself but in the wonders of the universe and the dreams it inspired. Armed with knowledge and a thirst for discovery, Oliver set out to share the telescope's visions with the village, believing that its lenses held the power to unveil mysteries and ignite imaginations. He gathered beneath the open sky, where villagers watched with awe as he pointed the telescope toward distant galaxies and whispered tales of cosmic wonders. On a starlit night beneath the canopy of the universe, Oliver uncovered the final secret hidden within the telescope, a glimpse of a nebula where stars were born and worlds took shape. As he peered through the lenses, his heart swelled with wonder and gratitude for the mysteries unveiled and the dreams yet to be realized. From that night on, Oliver's name became synonymous with the starlight dreamer, a seeker of knowledge and explorer of the cosmos. He continued to gaze at the night sky, where each constellation held a story and each star whispered of possibilities waiting to be discovered. And so, the old telescope remained a cherished heirloom in Oliver's farmhouse, its lenses echoing through generations like whispers of wonder and dreams. Beneath the village's starlit sky, villagers gathered to share in Oliver's discoveries, their hearts uplifted by the enduring spirit of the starlight dreamer and the timeless beauty of the universe that connected souls and inspired dreams that reached beyond the stars.
Story 45. The Guardian of the Forest. Deep within a dense forest where ancient trees stood sentinel and sunlight filtered through emerald leaves, there lived a young girl named Elara. Elara's heart beat with a deep connection to nature. Her days were spent among moss-covered paths, where every rustle of leaves and whisper of wind spoke to her in a language of harmony and balance. From a tender age, Elara had discovered her gift for understanding the natural world. Her eyes gleamed with reverence as she tended to wildflowers, listened to the chorus of birdsong, and traced the patterns of stars that peeked through the canopy at night. Inspired by the wisdom of the forest and the rhythms of life that unfolded around her, she spent her days learning its secrets and protecting its beauty. One serene morning, as mist curled around tree trunks and dewdrops shimmered like diamonds, Elara stumbled upon an ancient artifact hidden within a grove of oak trees. Its weathered stone bore intricate carvings of animals and plants, a testament to the guardians who had watched over the forest for generations. Intrigued by the artifact's mysterious allure and the promise of its history, Elara embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and embrace the role of guardian entrusted to her by the forest itself. Guided by the whispers of the wind and the wisdom of forest creatures, she traced the artifact's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of elders who spoke of its significance. As Elara delved deeper into the mysteries of the artifact, she unearthed stories of resilience and respect, of dreams intertwined with the roots of ancient trees and destinies shaped by the cycle of seasons. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the forest and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the artifact itself but in the interconnectedness of all living things and the balance they maintained. Armed with knowledge and a fierce devotion to her role as guardian, Elara set out to protect the forest's beauty and share its wisdom with those who sought its solace. She tended to the grove of oak trees, where villagers gathered to listen to her stories and learn from her teachings about the importance of harmony and respect for nature. On a starlit night beneath the canopy of ancient oaks, Elara uncovered the final message hidden within the artifact, a vow to safeguard the forest's legacy and nurture its spirit for future generations. As she touched the weathered stone, she felt a deep connection to the guardians who had come before her and a sense of responsibility to uphold their legacy with integrity and love. From that night on, Elara's name became synonymous with the guardian of the forest, a protector of life and steward of nature's wonders. she continued to walk among the trees, where each rustle of leaves and whisper of wind echoed the enduring spirit of the forest and the timeless beauty of its secrets. And so, the ancient artifact remained a cherished symbol in the grove of oak trees, its carvings echoing through generations like whispers of wisdom and dreams. Amidst the forest's tranquil embrace, villagers found solace in Elara's teachings, their hearts uplifted by the enduring spirit of the guardian and the timeless beauty of nature that connected souls and inspired dreams that grew as deep as roots and reached as high as branches.
Story 46, The Song of the River. In a peaceful valley where wildflowers bloomed along the banks and sunlight danced on rippling waters, there lived a young boy named Luca. Luca's heart resonated with the melody of the river. His days were spent by its edge, where every splash and babble spoke to him in a language of serenity and resilience. From a tender age, Luca had discovered his gift for understanding the rhythms of nature. His eyes shimmered with wonder as he skipped stones across the water, listened to the symphony of waterfalls, and traced the river's path from mountain springs to meandering delta. Inspired by the river's journey and the life it sustained, he spent his days exploring its banks and learning its secrets. One tranquil afternoon, as dragonflies darted among lily pads and willow trees swayed in a gentle breeze, Luca stumbled upon an old flute nestled within the hollow of a river bank. Its wooden surface bore intricate carvings of fish and water nymphs, a testament to the melodies woven by those who had come before him. Intrigued by the flute's mysterious allure and the promise of its music, Luca embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the melodies that lay dormant within its weathered wood. Guided by the whispers of the river and the rustling of reeds, he traced the flute's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of villagers who recalled its enchanting notes. As Luca delved deeper into the mysteries of the flute, he unearthed stories of harmony and healing, of dreams carried downstream and destinies shaped by the ebb and flow of life. Each discovery brought him closer to the heart of the river and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the flute itself but in the songs and emotions it evoked. Armed with inspiration and a love for music, Luca set out to share the flute's melodies with the village, believing that its notes held the power to soothe hearts and connect souls. He played beneath the willow tree's branches, where villagers gathered to listen with closed eyes as his fingers danced over the flute's holes, bringing to life melodies that echoed the river's serenade. On a starlit night beside the shimmering waters, Luca uncovered the final melody hidden within the flute, a song that echoed the river's journey from mountain peaks to ocean depths. As he played, his heart swelled with gratitude for the melodies discovered and the stories yet to be told. From that night on, Luca's name became synonymous with the Song of the River, a musician who celebrated the beauty of nature and the power of music to transcend words. He continued to play beneath the willow tree's branches, where each note resonated with the spirit of the flute and the timeless magic of songs that connected hearts and inspired dreams that flowed like rivers to the sea. And so, the old flute remained a cherished treasure in Luca's hands, its melodies echoing through generations like whispers of the river's journey and the enduring spirit of music that connected souls and inspired dreams that flowed as freely as the waters.
Story 47, The Whispering Wind. In a tranquil village nestled between rolling hills and fields of golden wheat, where sunsets painted the sky in hues of orange and lavender, there lived a young girl named Maya. Maya's heart danced with the rhythm of the wind. Her days were spent wandering through meadows, where every gust and breeze carried secrets whispered by the elements. From a tender age, Maya had discovered her gift for listening to the whispers of nature. Her eyes sparkled with wonder as she chased dandelion seeds on the wind, listened to the rustle of leaves in ancient oak trees, and felt the gentle touch of morning dew on her skin. Inspired by the symphony of nature and the mysteries it held, she spent her days exploring the countryside and learning its language. One serene morning, as mist curled around the village and wildflowers bowed to the wind's embrace, Maya stumbled upon an old journal hidden within the hollow of a gnarled tree. Its leather cover bore intricate carvings of swirling winds and celestial constellations, a testament to the stories woven by those who had listened to the whispering wind. Intrigued by the journal's mysterious allure and the promise of its tales, Maya embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the stories that lay dormant within its weathered pages. Guided by the whispers of the wind and the rustling of leaves, she traced the journal's origins through forgotten tales and the memories of villagers who remembered its keeper. As Maya delved deeper into the mysteries of the journal, she unearthed stories of resilience and renewal, of dreams carried on the breeze and destinies shaped by the ebb and flow of seasons. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the wind and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the journal itself but in the stories and connections it preserved. Armed with insight and a reverence for nature, Maya set out to share the journal's tales with the village, believing that its words held the power to inspire hearts and ignite imaginations. She gathered beneath the spreading branches of the old oak tree, where villagers listened with awe as she read aloud the passages that spoke of courage, love, and the enduring spirit of the whispering wind. On a starlit night beneath the velvet sky, Maya uncovered the final story hidden within the journal, a tale of a wanderer who had followed the wind across distant lands and discovered the beauty of interconnectedness. As she read, her voice carried through the village, weaving together threads of past and present, nature and humanity. From that night on, Maya's name became synonymous with the whispering wind, a storyteller who celebrated the mysteries of nature and the timeless magic of tales that connected souls. She continued to wander through meadows and fields, where each gust of wind carried with it the promise of new beginnings and the echoes of stories that stretched across the horizon. And so, the old journal remained a cherished artifact in Maya's hands, its pages echoing through generations like whispers of the wind's embrace and the enduring spirit of storytelling that connected hearts and inspired dreams that soared as freely as the breeze.
Story 48, The Lightkeeper's Promise. On a rugged coast where waves crashed against cliffs and seagulls circled overhead, there stood a lighthouse that watched over the tumultuous sea. Within its sturdy walls lived a young boy named Theo. Theo's heart burned with the light of the lighthouse. His days were spent amidst the swirling mists and roaring waves, where every beam and flicker spoke to him in a language of guidance and hope. From a tender age, Theo had discovered his calling as a lightkeeper. His eyes glowed with determination as he polished lenses, tended to the lighthouse lantern, and watched over ships that sailed through stormy seas. Inspired by the steadfastness of the lighthouse and the safety it provided to sailors, he spent his days embracing the responsibility entrusted to him. One stormy night, as thunder rumbled in the distance and rain lashed against the lighthouse windows, Theo stumbled upon an old journal hidden within a dusty drawer. Its leather cover bore weathered marks of salt water and sea spray, a testament to the tales recorded by those who had kept vigil over the ocean's restless waters. Intrigued by the journal's mysterious allure and the promise of its stories, Theo embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the memories that lay dormant within its worn pages. Guided by the guidance of the stars and the echoes of the sea, he traced the journal's origins through forgotten entries and the memories of fellow lightkeepers who had served before him. As Theo delved deeper into the mysteries of the journal, he unearthed stories of courage and compassion, of dreams intertwined with the ebb and flow of tides, and destinies shaped by the challenges of maritime life. Each discovery brought him closer to understanding the lighthouse's role in guiding ships to safety and the profound impact it had on the lives of sailors who navigated treacherous waters. Armed with wisdom and a deep sense of duty, Theo set out to share the journal's tales with the world, believing that its words held the power to illuminate paths and offer solace to those adrift at sea. He gathered beneath the lighthouse's beacon, where sailors and villagers alike listened with reverence as he recounted the accounts of bravery, resilience, and the enduring spirit of the lightkeeper's promise. On a calm night beneath a star-strewn sky, Theo uncovered the final entry hidden within the journal, a vow made by a lightkeeper to guide ships safely through the darkness and ensure that hope never wavered. As he read aloud, his voice resonated through the lighthouse, carrying with it the echoes of the sea's whispers and the timeless legacy of those who had kept vigil over its waters. From that night on, Theo's name became synonymous with the lightkeeper's promise, a guardian of safety and a beacon of hope for sailors and villagers alike. He continued to tend to the lighthouse's lantern, where each beam of light symbolized resilience and the enduring spirit of those who had come before him. And so, the old journal remained a cherished artifact within the lighthouse walls, its pages echoing through generations like whispers of the sea's embrace and the unwavering dedication of lightkeepers who guided ships through stormy seas and inspired dreams that sailed as far as the horizon.
Story 49, The Weaver's Song. In a bustling town nestled at the foot of mist-shrouded mountains, where market stalls overflowed with colorful fabrics and the air hummed with the sound of looms, there lived a young weaver named Lena. Lena's heart sang with the rhythm of threads. Her days were spent in the warmth of her workshop, where every shuttle's click and clack wove tales of tradition and creativity. From a tender age, Lena had discovered her passion for weaving. Her eyes gleamed with joy as she spun fibers of wool and silk into intricate patterns that adorned garments and tapestries alike. Inspired by the harmony of colors and the stories woven into every fabric, she spent her days creating pieces that reflected the beauty of her town and the spirit of its people. One bright morning, as sunlight filtered through the windows of Lena's workshop and threads of gold danced in the air, she stumbled upon an old songbook hidden within a dusty trunk. Its pages were yellowed with age and adorned with notes that seemed to shimmer like threads in the sunlight, a testament to the melodies composed by weavers who had come before her. Intrigued by the songbook's mysterious allure and the promise of its music, Lena embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and unlock the melodies that lay dormant within its pages. Guided by the rhythm of the loom and the whispers of the market square, she traced the songbook's origins through forgotten tunes and the memories of elders who remembered its melodies. As Lena delved deeper into the mysteries of the songbook, she unearthed stories of creativity and craftsmanship, of dreams woven into melodies and destinies shaped by the rhythm of life. Each discovery brought her closer to the heart of the town and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the songbook itself but in the music and emotions it evoked. Armed with inspiration and a love for tradition, Lena set out to share the songbook's melodies with the town, believing that its notes held the power to uplift spirits and unite hearts. She gathered in the market square, where townspeople listened with joy as she sang the songs that celebrated their heritage and the timeless artistry of weaving. On a starlit night beneath the glow of lanterns, Lena uncovered the final melody hidden within the songbook, a tune that echoed the town's history and the dreams of its weavers. As she sang, her voice carried through the streets, weaving together threads of past and present, creativity and community. From that night on, Lena's name became synonymous with the weaver's song, a musician who celebrated the beauty of tradition and the power of music to connect souls. She continued to create in her workshop, where each click of the shuttle and each note of the songbook resonated with the spirit of creativity and the timeless magic of melodies that united hearts and inspired dreams that stretched as far as the mountains. And so, the old songbook remained a cherished artifact in Lena's hands, its melodies echoing through generations like threads of creativity and the enduring spirit of craftsmanship that connected souls and inspired dreams that bloomed like flowers in the loom's gentle embrace.
Story 50. The Celestial Navigator. In a coastal town where seagulls soared over azure waters and fishermen set sail at dawn's first light, there lived a young girl named Elise. Elise's heart beat with the rhythm of the sea. Her days were spent on rugged cliffs, where every gust of wind and crash of waves spoke to her in a language of exploration and adventure. From a tender age, Elise had discovered her fascination for navigation. Her eyes sparkled with wonder as she studied star charts, traced the paths of migrating birds, and memorized the constellations that painted the night sky. Inspired by the mysteries of the ocean and the promise of distant horizons, she spent her days learning the art of navigation and dreaming of journeys yet to come. One clear evening, as the sun dipped below the horizon and painted the sky in hues of pink and gold, Elise stumbled upon an old compass tucked within the sand of a deserted beach. Its brass casing bore intricate engravings of celestial symbols, a testament to the voyages undertaken by explorers who had charted unknown waters. Intrigued by the compass's mysterious allure and the promise of its adventures, Elise embarked on a quest to uncover its secrets and master the skills of celestial navigation. Guided by the guidance of the stars and the wisdom of ancient mariners, she traced the compass's origins through forgotten maps and the stories of sailors who had relied on its steady hand. As Elise delved deeper into the mysteries of the compass, she unearthed tales of courage and discovery, of dreams set sail under moonlit skies and destinies shaped by the pull of tides. Each revelation brought her closer to the heart of the ocean and closer to the realization that the true magic lay not in the compass itself but in the journeys it inspired and the connections forged with the natural world. Armed with knowledge and a yearning for exploration, Elise set out to share the compass's secrets with fellow adventurers, believing that its guidance held the power to navigate uncharted waters and unlock the mysteries of the seas. She gathered with fellow sailors on the pier, where they listened with awe as she explained the principles of celestial navigation and demonstrated the art of finding one's way by the stars. On a moonlit night beneath a canopy of twinkling constellations, Elise uncovered the final lesson hidden within the compass, a reminder to trust in the guidance of the stars and embrace the challenges of the open sea. As she held the compass in her hand, she felt a deep connection to the explorers who had come before her and a sense of purpose to chart her own course with courage and determination. From that night on, Elise's name became synonymous with the celestial navigator, a beacon of knowledge and a guardian of maritime traditions. She continued to study the stars from rugged cliffs, where each constellation held a story and each navigational chart whispered of possibilities waiting to be discovered. And so, the old compass remained a cherished tool in Elise's hands, its engravings echoing through generations like whispers of the sea's mysteries and the enduring spirit of exploration that connected sailors across time and inspired dreams that sailed as far as the horizon.